left off, our heroes, what do they do? Remind me.
Well, we fought the pirates.
Kicked
Fought
ass.
pirates. Yeah, you found
then-
out some things. Pirate King showed up in a holocron, sort of way.
Smoky way.
Smoky bad boy.
The captain thinks we're working for Joe Ball, or we're meeting with Joe Ball.
Mm-hmm. Val had brunch with a contact from the Compass Rose, where they're getting back from still. So now we cut to
We-
Miwo up to?
Boots P.I.'s office. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
we
you
were
noticed.
we were also in Boots P.I.'s office.
Yeah, you're in
For
Boots
just a little
P.I.'s
bit.
office.
But I
where
don't think
left
we
the-
had anything for Miwo. I don't think Miwo was with me and Hadal.
He was
Miwo is a MacGuffin.
on the ship still.
Miwo is a MacGuffin character.
I think Miwo was a holocron.
He is a holocron MacGuffin.
I don't know what these things are.
Miwo, do you want to be with Sinclair and Hadal right now?
Like dating? Do I want to be with him?
Yeah. Oh, I want to be with you in a Hootie and Blowfish sort of scenario. You know.
What are the options? Boots P.I. and the other.
We're all
Or
gonna like
anything
meet
else
up
you
in the
want.
market or something.
Yeah, I think
Also.
we were planning on meeting at the market at noon or 1 o'clock or something. We said someplace in particular, I think, but I don't remember where.
We can just. Oh,
We'll
Market
just
Square.
we'll just be there.
Okay.
If I you guys tell me this, okay? I'm gonna just try something.
He's trying something.
He's gonna try to DM for once.
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
I'll try anything.
Okay.
Roll a dex saving.
If I play music while I speak, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Does it work all right? Does it sound like it's all one audio track kind of thing, or is it?
Working on me.
Yeah, it's coming from you.
I think so.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Is this the ambient background of Boots P.I.'s office?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for keeping us on task, Roxana, with that little sesh goals.
For the administrator.
It was another long day at the office. I was just getting through a few piles of paperwork when they stepped into the front door. Susan always let the rascals in, the scoundrels, the beatniks, the layabouts. Occasionally they had a story to tell. And when these two tall drinks of water walked in, I could tell they had something to share. They talked a little bit about who remembers. I don't remember myself, but I remember thinking and drinking and thinking this might be the next big break in the case. As Boots P.I. stares out a window, a little bit of dust flickers off of the hair underneath his nose as he's talking. A little bit of that white powder that you see just piled up everywhere in this office. He looks at you. That's right, boys. The whole goddamn thing is a patsy. Where was I? What did you guys come in here for?
I thought we'd left. I don't have any idea where you are.
No, we came in here. We came in here because we had that tip about the cyborg otter that me mates found on the Judgment, right? And he had claws, and he was like augmented.
That's right. Now I remember. What else do you know about this whole situation? I don't want to have to keep you up, I don't want to catch you up from the beginning. Where are you guys at in this whole rigmarole?
We're not very far, if I'm being honest. We know that Nuecraft is involved, and Well, I just met a fox last night who it sounds like he's about to be the next victim. They're transferring him to some main headquarters, something like that, on an island base they got somewhere. But other than that, we really got nothing.
I was gonna tell these old geezers didn't know much just by looking at them. I didn't think they had much of a case, but then again, I'd been wrong before. All right, I'll show you all what you've been missing out on. And he goes over to his to kind of like what looks like a drawdown kind of curtain, and he pulls it up, and a beam of sunlight comes in. Too bright outside. He goes to another one, and he pulls it up, and if you're on roll 20, you will see you see a board full of newspapers and photos and red yarn streaming across, and he slaps the thing, and he's like, this goes all the way back from the beginning. And by the beginning, I mean a few decades ago. All right. Where to start? All right, you're familiar with Nuecraft, you're familiar with the Kingdom, and you're familiar with the Commonwealth. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been
yes.
to Al-Kahari? Do you know anything about them?
I know a bit. I've heard of them. I think they have airships. I've seen one of them airships in feed a few months back.
I can tell by the way he was talking, he didn't know anything about Al-Kahari. Probably didn't even know how to spell it. All right. Well, here's the thing. You got to follow where the money's going, right? Before the war, Nuecraft, right, was just a genetics lab. Mild success here or there, bringing the dinos back to Coas and all, right? They were working with the Kingdom on this type of work that might prolong human life, right? It's the King's pet project, they called it, all right? Hoping to get on their good side of the Kingdom. Now, long before the outcomes of these projects were ultimately cast aside by the division of land between the Kingdom and the Commonwealth, many of these projects fell to the wayside because they happened to be on the Commonwealth side of the division afterwards, outside of the Kingdom's sphere of influence. And with the war, all the funding was focused on Brandy Hall and the project of the Warforged, right? Until that is, Brandy Hall got soft and quit the production of Warforged for ethical reasons. Are you familiar with this? Am I speaking Greek here?
Some of this rings a bell a bit. I don't know much about the Warforged either.
The Warforged
Or
were a bunch
Brandy
of tin
Hall.
cans that killed people.
Well, I knew
Came in and
that.
destroyed
I knew
people.
that. Right. But as far as production, or you mentioned Brandyol, I'm not sure what Brandyol is.
Brandy Hall is the Kingdom of Dwarves, right? It's a separate kind of, I wouldn't even call it a kingdom. I would call it more of a collection, maybe a university, if you will, maybe just a society, if you want to. I don't know whatever floats your boat. Brandy Hall is right next to the Kingdom. They used to be good allies, that is, until the war. Before the war, they started making these Warforged to help out with construction projects and infrastructure and the improvement of society, that is, right? Big time company, right? Made lots of money, lots of advances for the Kingdom, right? The Kingdom invested heavily into this project. And during the war, they switched the Warforged over from being just your ordinary workers into being killing machines, right? Now, there's a lot of hearsay about what happened with the Warforged, but Brandy Hall decided that it was no longer ethical to produce them anymore, so they quit that production. During this whole time, Nuecraft was just a small little company working on genetics. Here and there, they recreated the dinosaurs and brought them back to Cobus, right? They did a few other things here and there, and they were working on more genetics and what do you want to call it? Medical research, if you will. But now that Brandy Hall's out of the picture, that leaves a vacuum. And who's trying to fill that vacuum? Seaweed.
Oh, that's you, Radar.
It sounds like you're suggesting that it's probably Nuecraft.
Exactly. Thanks for keeping up.
Hey, would you mind turning down your gramophone?
What's that?
A little bit? It's just a little bit difficult to hear you over the music.
Is this better?
That is better. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now, during the war, Nuecraft was working a little bit for the kingdom, but they got themselves a big-time contract to develop hyper warforged technology. Who do you think gave them that technology, or who gave them that contract? Furball.
Kingdom. Right?
No, Commonwealth. Keep up, kid.
You're right. The Commonwealth. Yeah.
This might give the Commonwealth a fighting chance, this hyper warforged technology. Now, granted, it wasn't very good, but the war was halted in time for it not to matter much, right? And that project was put on the back burner, as now conditions for a treaty are being fleshed out, or until the Queen Anne blew up.
I heard about that. Yeah, that was outside of feed. I heard about that. We was in town for that.
But here's the rub. Nuecraft now has contracts with both the kingdom and the Commonwealth.
Conflict of interest.
I'm sorry, Mr. P.I. What did you say was interrupted by the explosion of the Queen Anne?
The peace treaty that might have been figured out, right? There was a big war, right? And they were killing each other, and then they stopped. And in this peacetime, this Cold War, you could say, there was talks about a treaty being proposed, about a division of land. That is until recently.
Do you know who it was on either side that was working on the treaties?
Well, I know it was the government working on both sides. So it was the Commonwealth government, the Five Rings, and in the inner circle of the kingdom, we're working on dividing up the spoils of land and possibly dividing the continent into two pieces, right, between themselves. What would be the Commonwealth would have its own rights and privileges, and then there'd be the kingdom with its fiefdoms and its castles and its people and everything.
Borders and everything. Just new
borders and
maps
everything,
drawn.
just a straight
Right.
down the middle. They were going to do it, but peace was always a luxury, and an unneeded luxury at that. And when the Queen Anne blew up, it signaled that peace, wasn't really the going rate right now. The common currency. Right?
You got any idea who might have blown up the boat?
No idea. And but I have a hunch, and I think, and he slaps the board with his stick, Benjamin Dragondix is my first suspect.
Wait, I think I saw like a poster for that guy.
I believe Benjamin Dragondix to be a kingdom assassin. Hired by the kingdom to start this war all over again, or possibly working with Nuecraft in order to break an alliance, or break any possibility of an alliance.
Unless he's a patsy too.
It could be. That's the thing, kid. There's patsies up and down throughout this whole thing.
I know. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
All right. Well, it's really... Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Boots, I hope you don't mind, but looking at your craft board, your vision board, I see a note on your to-do list about mech animal witnesses. Could you tell us a little bit about these mech animal witnesses?
I'm glad you asked. That's where I'm going next. All right. Thanks for keeping up. All right. During this time, Nuecraft went from being this podunk little science lab to developing technology that rivals that of Brandy Hall, just within a few years. Where are they getting the money? Who knows? It could be the contracts from the kingdom and the Commonwealth. I believe it's private funding. From who? I don't know. But their technology has outpaced that of Brandy Hall. They started developing different types of wild folk, it would seem. And now they went from doing something such as, and he slaps the board, working on their own Warforged, to developing something that looks, and he pulls out a file from under his desk, and it's got a big pile of white powder on it. He kind of scoots the powder off, and he blows off the file, and he opens it up, and he lays a file on onto the vision board, or he slaps the file down onto his desk. Sorry, in front of you guys. This is a recent photograph I've received from an insider. They seem to be creating some sort of mechanimal mechanisms, if you will. I don't know what to call it. I haven't come up with a good name. I like mechanimal.
Mechanimal's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. And as a wild folk, that's not very offensive. I think that's just right.
Nailed it.
Their technology has jumped up leaps and bounds in the last few years at Nuecraft, all right? I don't know what's happening over there, but I believe that they're working on something big, all right? I think that they're trying to arm one another with enough firepower to ramp up the war and keep it going. And that they're using this war as a means to continue cooking up more and more powerful weapons. If this war continues on and they keep receiving more access and money, they're going to start working on something even bigger, I feel. I've heard whispers from my leads on the inside of a genetic super weapon that might be enough to bring everything we know to an end.
I'm sorry, Mr. Boots, I think I lost you. You're saying that Nuecraft is trying to perpetuate this war so that they can continue to create new and more powerful weapons?
I think so. I think they have a goal in mind. I'm not sure what it is. Every time I get close, my leads go corpse cold.
Well, look, if both sides of the war are funding them, they're just going to leech off that as long as they can. They want the war to go on as long as possible because they're getting paid on both ends, you know? Win or lose, they still come out on top, you know, whoever wins or loses.
Exactly. That's why I think you just have to follow the money when it comes to this. Now, the problem is I've also heard that there's talking about a genetic super weapon, whatever that is. I don't think it's the mechanimal project. I'm still getting used to saying it. I think it's something bigger. I think they're working on something huge.
Nice.
That's what I can't figure out, what that is.
Well, do you have contacts? How are you acquiring all this information? I know you don't reveal your sources and all, but like, how you come about all this?
There's a secret base of Nuecraft that I haven't been able to figure out yet. I've put myself in contact with a few people going out there, and a few other wild folk that get out there to the island. They get promoted, if you will.
Right.
I also often try to give them a way to contact me. See, here's the problem. A lot of people, they don't believe me.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't seen these mechanimals. And when they do see it, well, they go corpse cold, the leads do. I don't know where they go. They quit contacting me. A lot of my contacts just never reach out again. I hear little bits and phrases every once in a while, but nothing solid, nothing that leads me any further than where I'm at right now.
DM, do I remember when the Fox guy was leaving for his promotion from, this is the next day, well into the next day, because they were out celebrating. Did they say when he was shipping out?
I believe that they said he was shipping out in 2 days or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because Henry Gooddam was going to talk to him potentially, right? That's what you asked him to do. Could you talk to him about it before he leaves?
And he didn't say specifically where he was going, just that it was like a different Nuecraft facility, right?
Yeah.
Of which there's a couple, so.
Mr. P.I., you said that that the peace treaty was going to involve some sort of land concessions on the part of the kingdom. Do you know anything about like the specifics of the land concessions, where those different borders would be?
I can show you. And he pulls out a small map that I'll pull up on Roll20.
That was a good question, mate.
I think it was going to be something along the lines of this. It was going to stretch down. Fort Cabal was going to be part of the kingdom. This mountain range right here was going to be part of the Commonwealth. And it was going to stretch down into the Malpais.
Mhm.
Can you guys see that? Or am I...
Yeah.
Yeah. And what of Volkovic?
Nobody cares about Volkovic, just like nobody cares about Malpais and Lost Empire. Volkovic is in control under the kingdom. Kind of splits right up in here.
That makes sense.
Also, Brandy Hall is its own separate organization, and so is Eldoron.
Yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense to me. Okay.
And would you be willing to tell us about the portal? According to your board here, it looks like you suspect there's some sort of portal either in Malpais or in Volkovic.
This is just talking of openings, but I'm glad you asked, Seaweed. All right, you're keeping up, I see.
I'm trying my best.
There's talk of an opening. I don't know what it is, but I think that Nuecraft may be able to open different areas up. Right? I got a little bit of intel. I just got some schematics, as you can see down here. And one of my leads before it went cold was able to bring me a photograph.
Whoa.
This is Sparkane technology. I don't think it's active yet, but I think the Nuecraft might be working on something. A doorway, a portal, a fishing hole, if you will.
Oh, I got you.
Stargate.
I got you. I thought it was like a robot eye, like an eyeball. But what you're saying makes sense if it was like magic-y and started up and everything. Yeah.
That picture was from Volkovic.
No, this picture that he threw out there was from an insider that he had that had left for the Nuecraft base. What the thing for Volkovic is right here on this note. Looking to rumors about open gateways. There's been rumors about the Malpais, but I haven't really heard anything besides crazy talk. Talk about probing aliens or whatnot. It seems to all just be conjecture.
Well, you've been very forthright with me, so I think I'm going to trust you a bit. I was on the Queen Anne when it exploded, and a figure named Waka Otamu appeared and warned everyone. Actually, no, we exploded, and then Waka Otamu turned time in reverse, brought us all back, and then disappeared and said, like, good luck. And I happened to have enough time to save the nearest important looking person, who happened to be Queen Mariah of Al-Kahari. She was on board, and I assumed it was a political hit on her to spark a war between Al-Kahari and the Commonwealth, with the kingdom behind it pulling the strings. You see what I'm saying?
Sinclair, maybe you should tell them about the assassins you saw.
Yeah, I was hoping I could let him talk a little bit about, like, let that info stew, and then he could, like, oh, well, maybe it's this and this, and then I could let him know more about how involved we were. So also, while boarding this ship, it's not a problem at all. You're doing fine. While boarding this ship, climbing a rope, I peeked my head through a porthole and saw some masked, hooded figures toying with the old Sparkane engine technology, right? Them power cores, that's what they call them. I crept in, they caught me, but they let me escape with my life, let me jump back out the window, and they yelled something at me in Al-Kahari language. They said Vala Karef, or something like that. Anyway, it means die with honor.
With honor.
That's right. Only something they say to people that they definitely kill. They let me live, making me think they was imposters, trying to make it look like if they got caught, Alkahari was behind this plot. What you think about all that?
Maybe he's dead.
Wako Utama was interesting. I believe he might be working with Nuecraft as well. I know that he's very interested in interplanar technology. He's
Clearly,
been
yeah.
hanging out with a few twins, or a few shiny folk. Claim they're from another dimension.
I think I saw them on the boat. They was like real, like almost mannequin-looking people.
I
But
haven't
like-
seen them myself. I've just
Oh,
heard
okay.
rumors of them.
Well, there's another rumor for you. I think they're like shiny, yeah, like mannequin, faceless.
Shiny
Constructs.
twin mannequins.
Yeah, weird.
I know that he's very interested in anything interplanar. Any magic that's beyond his scope is what he's interested in. Time and space.
You know, you think he's a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't believe in good or bad. I just believe in people trying to seek out power for themselves. And I
Sure.
believe in the truth. And that's what I seek.
I like that. I wonder. I don't think I've got anything else for you. Oh, she did mention that her daughter had been killed.
Who's
The
that?
queen, I mean. The queen mentioned that that her daughter, Aliyah Khan, something like that she was murdered recently.
Aliyah Khan. Murdered. Well, do you know who did it?
No, not really.
Well, that's not good.
Hmm.
The Khan
Yeah.
family had connections to both the king and the family of Jobal whenever he split. They're a well-connected family in Al-Kahari, well-respected. A lot of funding comes from the Khan family. A lot of connections are made. The web gets tighter and tighter.
So you're saying you think the Khans are funding Nuecraft as well?
As he spoke, he thought that maybe the Khans were funding Nuecraft as well. He couldn't be sure about it. These two strangers came in with a wild story, but he was just crazy enough to believe it. It's possible, kid. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Mr.
Well,
Boots, sorry, do
yeah.
you mean there were other strangers that came in with a similar story? Is that what you're saying?
No, see, we try to keep up. This is the first I've heard of this. I hear lots of stories, though. Lots of things. Like, did you all know Bigfoot's real?
I did see that on the board. I've never actually heard of a Bigfoot.
I believe it's connected in some way. It could be some sort of mechanical project that Nuecraft is working on. I think that they might be trying to make a mechanical Bigfoot, a Sasquatch of epic proportions. This could be the genetic superweapon they're talking about. There's
That
just
would be-
not enough evidence.
It's hard to find them genes, I bet. The genetic research is just probably out of reach all the time.
If anybody's got the connections, it's Nuecraft. I bet they're sitting on a whole island of Bigfoots out there.
You ever, speaking of big things, have you ever heard of like big sea monsters or like especially big, like bigger than a kraken?
No, I can't believe I've heard of anything like that. There's rumors of, I mean, not rumors, I would say there's mythology, if you want to get that deep. But I'm not much of a spiritual person.
I'm sorry if we already covered this, but do you have any idea where the Nuecraft, well, other facilities besides the one on Phobos, where they're located?
I know that they have research stations here and there. They've got one up in Volkovic, but a lot of the places that they're working with have been designated by the kingdom or the Commonwealth. I know that there's talk about them being out on the Muir Islands. There's talk about them being up in Volkovic. They're researching all around now. It's hard to kind of pin down where exactly they might be working out of. I believe that their main base is in the 10,000 Islands.
That would make sense. They won't be discovered there. Well,
So what
I
can you do
think,
for me, boys?
I don't know. I mean, I personally, a little into my life, I would love to go exploring the 10,000 islands, and we got plans to do that in the next couple of weeks, I think. We just got a couple more humps we got to get over. But anything we have or anything we discover, I'd love to share. Do you have any way of contacting you, like some sort of maybe like a small bead or something that I could send you a message with? I heard that that exists. I heard that that's a thing.
A small bead.
Or any magic way of getting in contact with you is basically.
Yeah, I've got something here. Let me see if I can find some. There's paperwork in the way. Susan, have you been touching my paperwork? I don't trust her when I leave. I'm afraid. She goes through my things. I never know what she's up to when I'm gone. All right. Here. And he pulls out what looks like a small box, and he flips open the lid, and he pops up what looks like a small metal rod. He's like, just light this up whenever you're ready to talk. We can talk for a little bit. It's only good for one time, so keep in touch. I'll give you two here.
Oh, excellent.
He hands you these like little white sticks. You just light these up, and then they'll start burning, and we'll be able to talk through the smoke.
Great. You will be hearing from me in the next 6 months to a year.
All right.
Mr.
Now let me
Boots.
get your names before you leave.
Oh,
All right. Make sure you give Susan all your information before you head out. All right.
right.
Mr.
Yes, I will.
Listen, I don't want to cause any undue paranoia, but have you considered that Susan might be in on it?
I say keep your enemies close, real close.
It's a cold cat. Cold ass kitty cat. Well, yeah, I'm Sinclair St. Elmo. I'm a sailor mostly. And this Hadal, we're on the what is it? What's our ship called? We're on a Rising Sun? Crimson, we're on a Rising Sun.
Rising Sun. Well, Sinclair St. Elmo, I'll tell you this. Any wild folk that I've given those sticks to, they've wound up dead. So watch yourself.
How do you know they died?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're dead or not. I can only assume. But you know what happens when you assume something, right? So don't make an ass out of me.
Try not to. Try not to. Shit, man. Do you want to come with us? I know you got this whole operation here, but your investigative mind would be so helpful on our ship, I think. I don't know if it's my place to really invite crew members on, but I feel like you'd be a valuable asset.
I'm looking in the leads here in Cobus right now. Although I got eyes in the sky and below the bay. I can't finish my work here, but you might see me around. Who knows?
Okay. All right.
I got a lot of paperwork to do before I would leave someplace like this. So
I bet.
Is there any particular information that would be especially important for your investigation?
I need to know what Nuecraft. I need to know more about this super genetic weapon that they're making. I need to know what happens with the McAnimal project. I need to know who's funding Nuecraft. I need to know where their bases are. I need to know what's happening so we can overthrow them. If it is Nuecraft, which I almost guarantee it is. And ultimately, I need to know where Bigfoot is.
Right. I'd like to know that too, I think.
Whatever it is.
He's like
I just need to know the truth. I can't sleep until I know the truth.
He's the king of the wild folk, if you think about it.
He looked out his window as he dragged on another cigarette. His wife left him because he wouldn't stop smoking. That's always been his problem.
Hadal, maybe we should
He didn't know when to stop.
Just leave. Yeah. We just leave.
It was another bright day in Cobus. The truth was out there somewhere. He could feel it. He could smell it.
All right.
Or maybe it was just the paperwork getting to his head. Susan, hold my calls. I've got paperwork to do.
I give my information to Susan. It's just my name and the boat I'm on.
All right, you guys have a nice time out there. Appreciate it. You said your name was Sinclair St. Elmo.
Yes, ma'am.
Rising Sun. You got a contact cigarette.
Yes, I got 2
Okay.
free actually.
And your name, handsome, what was it?
I'm just with Sinclair.
Just with Sinclair. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Sorry about Sinclair. He's been a little stressed out lately because of the paperwork and
Boots.
the substance abuse.
Yeah.
It's
Substance
like they're one and the
abuse.
same.
Hey,
Yeah,
what
that's
did
what I've been telling
what is
for a while.
what does the FE stand for in FE Boots?
Oh, F is his first name. It's Fuzz. E is just an initial.
Fuzz E Boots. Gotcha. Thank you very much.
You all take care of yourselves now.
Have a great day.
Susan, I think I have an idea. As you guys walk out.
Yeah, what time is it now? It's probably close to meeting time, huh?
Yeah, I would say that it's getting there. It's probably, I want to say it's like getting close to noon.
Perfect. I guess we're gonna head to the market square to meet up with everybody else. Miwo, what were you doing? Were you with us or you weren't with us? Did you go shopping?
Yeah, Miwo, what are you up to right now?
I honestly can't remember. I forgot my voice. I don't even know how Neil sounds.
He's like very low.
It's very
low.
It's very
Like,
sad.
It's very like this. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah. You got it.
No, I don't think so. But
No,
I don't know what I did. Well, because I thought I left, and then you did all of this happen. I didn't miss a session, did I?
No,
No,
you
you
just
were
left
to the
early
end of the
last time.
fight, and then
You had a
And then you
babysitter.
stayed for like 3 more hours after I left because you had like a secret meeting. Then you guys went to Boots P.I. And then
Boots P.I. was
had
very
another
brief.
session.
Yeah,
Very
Boots
brief.
P.I. was just like the end of. They walked in the door essentially and got to see the guy.
oh, the little appetizer right there.
Mm-hmm.
Happy hour. Fuzzy Boots.
So yeah, we cut back to Miwo. What's Miwo up to right now?
He was just staring at a wall. He was just standing upright, very erect, staring at a wall.
Blair Witch style.
and then when Hadal and Sinclair come out,
Oh, sometimes do you guys feel that you don't exist if you're not talking to somebody?
No, never once. No.
For me, it's all teleportation. Is messing me with my brain and everything.
That's strange. No, never mind. I was thinking something else. That's not important. You want to go to Market Square, meet up with Val?
Let's do it.
Do you need to go shopping? You need to get some stuff with all your gold you got?
was I? Oh wait, did I go shopping or was that a different session?
I don't remember.
You said you were like
You haven't
planning
been
on
yet.
doing.
I wanted to buy a shield.
Oh, good.
Oops, I'm afraid I'm in shop now. Sorry, Sinclair. I guess I wasn't talking to you.
He
Well,
teleported
we can all
again.
go. We can.
Oh, we can do it later.
Yeah, we're
meet
going
up
to
in
the
the market
market,
and go
bro.
shopping.
We're
Oh, the
going to
market.
we're meeting at
Yeah.
Walmart. Yeah,
There will be a shield there, huh?
Fantasy Costco.
that's right. All your dreams are gonna come true, dude. We'll find the shield shop.
You guys keep telling me I need to get a shield or something.
At
Wouldn't
least.
hurt. You can still punch dudes.
I have a shield, and it's actually just a cutting board.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you want what, like a magic one or something?
Sure. You got
Or
one?
maybe you
No.
just leave the cutting board in the kitchen
But what do
and
you
have a shield, a proper shield.
like?
I want to up my AC, and I don't want to wear armor, so if I have a shield,
But do you have a shield?
which is +2. Is that all you get?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no matter what you
Unless
get.
it's like a magic shield or something.
What if I had a magic shield?
Mine's magic.
Sinclair, what does your shield do?
It's like a lodestone, I think they're called. Like it attracts blades to it a bit, and it lets me see in the dark. Once a day or something. Like really far in the dark.
That's incredible. Wow. Where did you
It's
find it?
it's Nadir. It's Nadir shield.
Oh. Nadir.
Yeah.
He's just been staring at a wall.
Yeah.
Okay, well, other things that we need to do were to get some, get like a fucking dinosaur saddle thing situation, and then check out Captain Scarletta's bug out stash from the bank. And then we talked about possibly doing some race training trial runs.
That's right. We do need to at least practice it one time.
And then the other things in the list were maybe you meeting with Queen Mariah if she's here, and then obviously tonight scouting out the Lord's Dance, and then maybe confirming if the judgment has arrived.
Right.
That'll be if you. Is there a spot in the market where Val could be like looking out at the docks, the main docks?
The harbor ward, yeah. Yeah, you could say by this. Are you? Got you guys on this map? Yeah. You just want to stay down, like down by this like fountain area.
Perfect. Where she's at.
Yeah.
Oh, the map.
So yeah, you just looking out for the group.
I think Val is A, chain smoking, and B, looking out at the docks and like clocking kingdom ships and kind of like putting shit in order
Okay.
of who has arrived and
Where they're parked.
well, we're like remembering as much as she can about who
Okay.
might be here.
Yeah, go ahead and do a perception check.
Nine.
Maybe.
Okay.
She's distraught.
You know that when the higher houses roll around somewhere, when they roll into somewhere, that they usually are not sailing alone, that they have a bit of a fleet with them. Whether it's to do slight trading on the side, or just, kind of to like support boats in a fleet. You definitely see a few boats that look like support boats for higher houses.
Do I see any colors that I recognize, like house colors or anything? Or are they not sailing
from
with
here. Yeah, it seems, they're not putting up colors right now. It seems like they're just they're rolling in. But you definitely know like the make and models of the ships. You're just looking around, you see them, and you're like, okay, I don't know whose house that is, but I know that's one of the high houses right there rolling in. So you get that that all eye, maybe not all eyes, but some eyes are looking towards Thebe.
Do I see the judgment?
You did not see the judgment.
So small.
All right.
So weird.
And Jacob, did you say there was an air or a skyport?
Yeah, the skyport is off the map. I'm gonna say it's over. Like, let's say that over here is a river on the right side of the map, and the skyport would be off to the side over here.
Whoa. Well, similar to where the actual Lord's Dance is at.
Yeah, sorry, left side of the map, the west side of the map, if you will.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to, I guess, the dino supply store and get a saddle thing.
All right.
Dino saddle. Do you know your measurements?
Do you get all
Yeah.
Do you get all the tack?
Yeah.
The tack? Yeah, I guess.
Tack? What's it called? Tack and bait?
No, it's not.
Block and tackle, maybe? Or is that
Tack.
fishing shit?
Let's just tack.
Wait and tack.
Tack. Colin's the only horseman here, I think.
I played Red Dead.
So,
Got
I'm
it.
gonna do that, and then maybe we can meet back at the ship later or something, or we could meet outside of town to do some dino race,
Dino racing.
practice.
Mm-hmm.
Are we? I thought we were all meeting in the market, and then we were like doing shopping, and then we'll go get saddles
Yes.
and whatever. Is that in the market? Is the like saddle shop?
No, the saddle shop is down in the anchorage.
I can just do that since I don't actually need to do the other kind of shopping.
The cool shopping.
Want us to get you anything?
What's that?
Want us to get you anything?
I can't think of anything. Are y'all gonna go to the magic shop?
Yeah.
Jacob, do you want to use the same inventory that we used last time?
I was hoping you could add a few more things. Could you show me? Could you send us a link to the inventory?
Yeah, one moment. Let me add some things.
Is this your own table?
Yes.
What the hell? Pocket sand. You can't never have too much pocket sand, I feel.
Pocket sand is one of my favorite items.
Or marbles. What about marbles, man?
Yeah, you get some marbles.
That's useful stuff.
I know. Pocket sand and marbles could save your life. Combined, imagine their power.
Putting it in the chat, or where are you putting it?
1 second.
Colin's got like macros on the spreadsheet for all his damn magic items and like.
Where is the easiest? Is the WhatsApp chat easy enough?
What was that?
Was that?
Boom, it's there.
Thank you.
We have I'm gonna get one of those.
That would definitely be something if we wanted to buy a bag of holding.
I'll buy a bag of holding.
I
and
definitely would like a bag of holding.
And a
Yeah,
magic
if you could put in
You just want to go like
maybe like can you do it randomly? Is that how, like, if I asked for like 7 random uncommon items, could you do that?
do what? Like automatically select out them from this Google the spreadsheet here?
Oh, okay. I thought that there was a I thought you had like a larger list.
I do. Right now, this list is. Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Why is the cross some stuff crossed out?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, this is a specific list of what's in this shop, right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Michael Arcane's meow.
Colin, do you have a fancy clothing item list for us? Because
No.
we are going to need to get some fancy clothes too.
I don't have
Ooh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, like tuxes?
Yeah,
we-
you don't want to come get tuxes.
Can we get cool 70s era tuxes, like with flared, boot cut shit and like ruffles? We're talking
All
about
matching?
pastel colors, like orange.
You should get like a really nice chef's jacket.
Oh.
You know, like with the buttons.
Like-
the
like
buttons over.
double-breasted.
Like the
Yeah,
bear.
yeah,
You guys are talking about the
yeah.
bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
My shit's gonna be cheaper because I'm
Now the contents of it are basically it's basically double what was in it before.
Yeah, I was just thinking like as like people started coming into town, the shop's inventory is going to grow a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this was just. I mean, is this growing too much?
What I'm looking at right now, I think is fine.
Okay.
Well, I should look at it now.
Right now, there's a total of. What the fuck? Just back up there, son of a bitch. Whatever.
How do you
Right
sort it?
now, there's a total of 38 items, and most of them are, or not most, but then like half of them are outside of our price range.
Control Z.
For what?
Half of them are outside. It looks like. I mean, it just changed. It keeps changing.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Okay, now make the first top line a header so it can be.
How do I do that?
Right click. Let's see, and then do read. Yes. And then you have to make those.
All right.
Oh, sweet. Hey. Oh.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah, sorting it by price. I think those prices look fine, don't you?
Well, the prices I was relatively careful about. I just meant like if it was an overwhelming list, but this is basically just twice what there was before.
Why are things?
Yeah, I like that.
Because those things we've already bought.
Oh, you guys have this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
We went shopping here like 7 sessions ago.
Oh man.
There wasn't as much as this, for sure.
I have added.
Yes.
I have.
He's trying to make me feel good.
There is now double the inventory that there was before.
What is it?
Do you want to extend the notes so people can read?
Wrap it, dude. Don't just wrap it.
If you click on it, it comes up in the formula bar.
Oh, it does. Okay. If
Yeah.
you click on it, you can read it. Okay. You're right. Thank you.
You can wrap text right there.
Motivational book. Wait, the
That don't get that. It's a scam. I had that for months and.
5-part course by Tony Robinson.
Nice.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are going to Michael Arcane's
I don't think so.
Magical Emporium of Wonders.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
Let's
welcome
check in
back.
with
Cool,
Michael.
you all,
Let me
Miwo,
practice one more
all of us
time.
are.
I was just going to run to the tag shop because I wasn't planning on buying any magical items, but I can go anyway, and then maybe there is something. How much money do I got? That much? Okay.
Yeah, I'm less than 200, so.
Oh, God. Miwo and I should both have.
Welcome back, masters, to Michael Arcane's Magical Emporium of Wonders.
Sweet Michael. Oh, it's a pleasure.
Sweet masters.
We brought
What can I
another
do for you?
pal who just got paid.
Well,
He's gonna check out your wares.
welcome to Michael Arcane's Magical Emporium of Wonders.
It is quite a pleasure to meet your friendly demeanor.
Pleasure to meet you too, master. However I can help you, please just let me know.
Well, let me look at your inventory here.
Let me get the ventriloquist medallion.
Oh, you should get it. Somebody should.
I have good charisma.
I'm particularly excited about the ventriloquist medallion.
Is that you?
It is a handsome item, I will say. You could speak without moving your lips. You can throw your voice when you speak, making it sound like it originates from any source that you can see within 20 feet.
That's kind of cool. Hey, check out this Blade of Storms. It's like 20,000 gold. It's crazy.
It's a very handsome item. Yes, it's a magical weapon that grants you a little extra on your attacks. It could be used as a quick action if you speak the sword's magic command word.
Oh, can I just like pick up the magnetic charge and like, what's this do? Like,
Oh, he grabs it back from you. It's made of mysterious metal. You be careful with this button right here. He puts it back under a kind of a glass wall. It kind of begins to glow and produces a little magnetic field, and you see Sinclair's shield kind of pull him back a little bit as he's like trying to reach for something. He's just like running in place a little bit as his shield pushes him back.
I love
That's
it.
very cool. That'd be good for pranks, I think.
If
Ship
anybody's
pranks?
coming at you with a metal weapon object, you'd be able to repel it in some fashion.
But I paid you back some.
Oh, you think?
Say, is this thing made out of Tremascus steel?
It is a type of Tremascus alloy, yes,
right.
master.
I thought so. I got an eye for that kind of thing. That's very neat. Val, you should get that. You could study it and
What?
do all kinds of stuff with it.
You can already see like the equations like around her head. Like, and then if I put it on Naughty, and then maybe if we were to
Or you
like
put it
propel
on-
forward,
Put it on Zenith, and then she'll just repel all kind of range attacks while we're like,
or just draw everyone's swords toward her.
yeah.
and
There's a
make
lot
it-
you could do.
Hey, how much is a bag of holding though? Because that's priority.
Let me look up bag of holdings in the
1 second with my inventory.
Crazy.
I've got that in my larger list, Jacob, and I have it listed as
I believe it's something along the range of.
where is it? I think I had.
Sorry, my intern's looking up the price right.
I have it listed for 250.
Thank
Oh,
you,
that's cheap.
Colin. This is my intern, Colin. It's around 250.
Thanks, Colin.
No problem.
He's a good lad. You should give him a raise.
He's an unpaid intern.
I think so.
Oh, you should definitely pay him something.
It's
You
for
give him lunch?
educational credit.
Yeah,
Unpaid
that's-
internships are basically slavery. That's not cool, Michael.
Do they get a discount?
Colin.
Yeah,
we
does
still
it get a
Are
discount?
we still talking about my intern?
Yes, your
That's
intern.
great.
Like, if he did have any money, would he get a discount for working here? Or
If he
just
does a
no,
good
nothing?
enough job, he will inherit my store when I die.
Oh,
Hey,
there you go.
Oh wow, well that's huge. But that's
I'm
like
gonna-
many years in the future. In the meantime, how's he putting food on the table?
Well, he's got student. What do you call that? Whenever the government gives you money for your education,
Second?
Becca.
student loans.
So he's got
Right.
loans and you're not paying him? That's doubly bad.
Mr. Arcane, if I may,
Yes.
I think I would like to purchase the moonsicle.
The
Ooh.
silver-bladed sickle glimmers softly within the moonlight. It's magical weapon. Obviously. Are you a druid, master?
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, I am.
Best druid I know.
I think you will be able to use this quite handsomely then. It could be used as a spellcasting focus for you, and you can restore a little bit of your vitality. Colin, would you get down the moonsicle for the master here?
Right away.
Yes.
It's like 7th grade all over again.
Well, well interested in the magnetic charge and the bag of holding. Could you part with it for 700 for the both?
For the magnetic charge, and go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Mm. 10.
I'm sorry, master, mistress. Since there's such a demand in town right now, it may be in a week or two when the town clears out a little bit that we'll be able to lower our prices and have a sale. But as it is right now, the prices
How
are
much-
pretty firm.
How much are you lacking, Val?
I'm not lacking, I'm just trying not to pay full price.
Oh, just haggling.
This
Right.
guy.
Agon.
If you were able to support our small business a little bit more, then it would be possible to maybe give you a bit more of a deal.
Will it like be promoters?
No, I was thinking more of buying more things.
I've actually got a great idea, Mr. Arcane. We are going to be participating in the dinosaur race. What if we put like an advertisement banner like on the dinosaurs' ass as we're running around? You know, get you some advertisement.
Could be a sponsor.
Yeah, yeah. That would, yeah. That's what you call it.
Adventure Zone.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check
Persuasion?
with
yeah, dude.
I'll say with advantage since Val's helping you here.
Oh shit, my dice are inside. But that's why I have Digidice.
Yay, Digidice.
Yay,
Everybody's
Digidice.
best friend, Digidice.
All
Yeah,
right,
I've got it on
advantage.
good authority. This dino's the one. If you've got your name on it, this is going to
I
get
got-
in front of
I
every
got a
eye on Phobos.
19 goblins ate my baby is what the dinosaur's named.
I do love a promotion. Um, in the race, there are a lot of eyes. I am one of the few magic stores in town, though, so I do not necessarily require this, but sure, if you're able to put up Michael Arcane's magical emporium of wonders on the ass of your dinosaur and fix it firmly there, then we might be able to continue with negotiations.
Okay.
What all are you purchasing? Is it just these two items?
Michael, Mr. Michael Arcane,
Yes, master.
I'm curious in your the quality of your pocket sand. So it's
Tis a fine sand, master.
new
Give me one
graphite,
moment to
silica.
this is a type of a black sand, very light, very fine, not very coarse, pleasant hand feel. Yeah. When it is sprayed in the eyes of your enemies, it can cause a bit of distraction.
I'll take five, five
Charges?
handfuls.
It has different silicates and gypsum inside of it, so it is other magical properties. Yes, yes, absolutely.
And as well, could I get the what's it called? The ventriloquist medallion also.
Hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I thought so.
Oftentimes I have to step away to practice my accent because I don't know how to do Michael Caine very well.
You're supposed to.
Thoughtless.
Aren't you supposed to say
Michael Caine.
no?
Michael Caine.
More
Michael
cocaine.
Caine.
We
Michael
just want to
Caine.
see the world.
More
turn,
cocaine.
Master Wayne.
More cocaine. Like more cocaine?
I forgot. Someone said that there's like a mnemonic for the anchor.
Did you get the magnetic charge, Val?
I'm trying to haggle right now. We're trying to get a whole bulk.
It depends on what you're.
Well, I hope
Matt?
I don't kill your vibe by just paying the MSRP on all these items.
Well, I mean, if he's willing to offer, I mean, it's certainly worth asking if he'll give us a bit of a discount for all of these purchases together.
All right. So should I wait? Should I hold out? I also want to get. Okay, so I got ventriloquist medallion, pocket sand, and there's one more that I was interested in. Colin, damn it. Regular walking cane. Oh, where's that? The thing that lets you breathe underwater.
The snorkel kit?
No, dude, that's that's pathetic.
Diving helmet?
Is it the diamond helmet? But is it armor? Oh no, I can't have it.
You can have armor.
But then, if I fight with it, I lose all my abilities.
You have to be unarmed.
All of your shit is unarmored?
You could just take it off whenever you find
Doff it and don it, dude?
it. Yeah.
I don't use those words well. Damn near. So you're right.
It's ancient and rusted. Oh, that's cool.
Just find some like bracers. Find some bracers of protection that just up your AC.
Oh, it says without armor, my AC is 10 plus my dexterity modifier plus my constitution modifier. I guess it's not that great, is it?
It's
What?
good if you got high con and dex.
What if I?
You should have been a jujitsu guy and just gone all dex and not strength, and then just like choke dudes out or something.
It says without armor, my
Well,
AC.
the vibe is working. The strong chef is. There's something there.
What is there?
It's gonna
Something?
make you not so punchable.
Oh, we just need to get him something that like has a charge of mage armor once a day,
Ooh,
and that'll
ooh,
up it to like 16 or something, right? Or
a
15 or something.
little,
I think it's
spice
like
rack.
14. I think it's like it can't be lower than 14. It's not very good. Maybe it is 16.
I'm 15 right now. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that may only bring you to 16, but
It's just it makes your AC 13 plus your Dex mod, which is not good for normal people.
but what else is affected by not wearing armor? Is it just your unarmored defense?
I gain 10 plus speed when I'm not wearing heavy armor.
Oh, but you can wear medium
Or you
armor
can wear
and
light.
still get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or light or something. Yeah, that's just heavy, bro.
So you guys are saying I should just let go of this stupid little.
If wearing armor's better than your unarmored defense, for sure wear some armor. Yeah, there's no
Mm.
shame. There's no shame.
I like these gloves of nimble fingers. Are cool.
Yeah, I have a question about that. If I already have proficiency with these tools, do I get double proficiency?
Would that just be expertise? Yeah.
For paying money.
Yeah, I think if you're paying the money, yeah, right.
What if
You
I
can only,
steal
you can
the
only
gloves
choose
of
one
proficiency?
though.
Do any of these have an EC? Even?
Oh,
I
right,
just
it's one of those.
sleight of
Things.
hand.
Yeah.
But like, if you can find an item, then they'll just let you
No, I
know.
want to say.
We need to find more money, y'all.
Like.
Well, we're about to win 75K.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll buy the place out.
Medium
I will
armor.
be coming back for that Blade of Storms if we win the.
Best medium armor, I think.
Oh no, I won't. All my money's going to Nuecraft.
The best medium armor will get you 15.
Oh, so it'd be the same shit.
Yes. Cloak of Protection, though.
Yeah.
Gives you +1 to AC, and it's not armor.
And saving throws.
Does this guy also have a potion of expeditious retreat?
Hmm.
If
That's
such a thing
something
exists.
that we can create for you if you got the time.
How much time would something like
Got
that
an
take?
estimate?
Let me look up what level the spell is real quick.
I think
Oh,
it's
it's
a
not
level
hard.
2 spell. Because
That's a first level. That's an easy one.
First level, even better.
Yeah, I learned that one in like 3rd grade.
I thought we can have that for you by tomorrow if you'd like.
What time by
Tomorrow
tomorrow
morning?
you think?
We
By
open
about
up.
10:15.
We do open up at 9 a.m. I could try to expedite it for a little bit of money.
I think that's fair. What if we
I'd
get
be
you to expedite the first one and then also expedite maybe 2 or 3 more of them things?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll test the quality and
Yeah, you're probably right.
come back to you.
That's probably right. Unless you just make 3 at once for a discount.
Mr. Arcane, Mr. Arcane, this
I'll
is
get back up.
it's the intern Colin here.
Colin, I'm busy with visitors here. With,
Mr. Arcane, I heard the young master, the bugbear master's concern over the armor. I found here.
your accent is very difficult for me to understand, Colin.
Same here. Same here, Mr. Arcane.
Let me just clear my voice. This is Colin.
Hmm.
I found a cloak of protection here, and it might be exactly what the master bugbear might be seeking.
What does
Is
that
it
do?
in the
It's not in there. But Colin said that you're tough but fair DM, and that if I found something on 5e tools, who knows what you would say? And why not ask? You know, hey, ask for forgiveness No, that makes sense.
Still permission.
Ask for a cloak of protection.
See what you
Or
get.
get killed in battle.
Hello.
Yeah, we can find that.
I was just wondering where that high-pitched voice was coming from.
Oh, it was from it was this guy
Where's Colin?
Hudson usually he does these high. It was me. I was doing because Colin was doing when Colin comes back he'll do his little. He was being an intern of some sort. I guess I can't. Was it Cockney?
Start from the beginning, Dave. Start from the beginning.
So we're playing this game.
Yeah. I'm trying to haggle here. We're in a magic item shop.
I get it.
Oh, you get that part? Sorry, do you want to introduce yourself? There's a lot of talking heads here.
I'm a roommate.
Hey,
My
roommate.
name is
Hello.
Amanda.
Are you the roommate that's playing Baldur's Gate?
Sorry, I was drawn by the high-pitched voice.
Are you a fan?
Colin's back.
Are you a fan of high pitched voices? We can
No,
do
I
more.
was just wondering where it was coming from because I was listening to an audiobook.
Oh, and it was ruining the audiobook. What are you listening to?
Crescent City.
Crescent City. No. No.
Oh, thank
Sorry.
you.
Okay. Okay.
Have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
I just finished an audiobook today, the Mountains of Madness one, and it was very gross at the end. Highly recommend.
What's Mountains of Madness?
An H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh.
Mountains of.
Is that the one where they? Is it in Antarctica?
Yes.
I like that one a lot. Yeah.
You trying to
Best
mimic
one. Yes.
all the
Yeah.
you were haggling.
Mr. Arcane, you don't happen to have a
Absolutely.
cloak of protection in stock, do you?
I believe that I might have one. Just let me look in the back. Colin, could you go look in the back for a cloak of protection?
Oh yeah, I believe we have one right here.
For all the fans out there that hated my rendition of Colin.
Did it not sound like that?
Oh, I don't know, man. It was just very high pitched.
Except Mr. Arcane, I'm sorry to say, it doesn't have a price tag. I don't know what we should charge him for it. Maybe we should.
It is a wondrous item. I believe it would be along the lines of 400 gold pieces for
Oh.
the cloak of protection. For your potion of expeditious retreat, excuse me, it would be around 200 gold pieces for that.
That's not that bad.
Mr. Arcane, can you confirm whether the potion of expeditious retreat requires concentration to maintain the effect?
It would need to require concentration, yes.
Oh wait,
For
really?
for an additional 300, or for an additional 100, sorry, for a full price of 300. We could change that. It's very
Not
tricky,
worth
these
it.
magics.
Yeah, you're altering the nature of it.
Yeah. So I have, I'll be honest, not that much gold. I've got like 190 gold left, but I can contribute in any way with all of that if need be, because we're going to win a bunch of money from the race, right?
That's the gamble. I do still need to buy gear. What are we looking at as a total now? We got 300 for an altered potion of expeditious retreat, a magnetic sphere, a bag of holding.
Ooh,
What else? Miwo's getting.
Hold on 1 sec. Let me total it up.
400 for Miwo's cloak. He wanted 5 pocket sands,
Yes, and then
another thing.
the ventriloquist medallion. So but I got money for that. 375 for that's 775, and then 150.
So all together for everything that I think that we're including is 2,000.
I could give this all to you for 1,800 right now. If you put a banner on the back that says Marco Arcanes, magical emporium of wonders.
Absolutely.
1,500.
Oh, yeah. We should haggle, huh?
The young master here said absolutely.
No, I said, yeah, 1,500.
So absolutely, we should try for 1,500. Nice round number.
I'm not
That's
in charge.
expensive.
We're a team. We vote on shit.
1800 is very round as well. Go ahead
Well, it's
and
got a
roll
bit of a
that.
crispy feeling when you say it. 1,500 now, right? So
Roll
account.
for it.
Yeah, you gotta have to roll for that. And you're gonna have to get over 15. 15 or higher. Persuasion.
For all my
Can I
manners.
help her by adding in actually as a matter of fact, Mr. Arcane, I think we've had a little bit more generous offer for advertisement in that same placement on the dinosaur from the Dino's discount goods store.
Dion. Oh.
Dion's
it would
dealership.
be. Well, it just depends on what kind of reputation you're wishing to seek. But
Oh, boys. I only got a 9 with advantage.
as I said before,
Mel is not very persuasive.
1800 is plus a studious reputation. I trust that you understand that Marco Arcane's magical emporium of wonders is a much more respected business in town.
Well, business. That's fair. Fair's fair.
It is a 10% discount on everything, on the total price.
17.99. Or we walk.
And 99 copper.
You draw a hard bargain, master, but I do accept.
Could we do it in payoffs? Could we do like layover or what is it called?
Do we need to do that?
Installments.
You have not built up a sufficient line of credit. If you would like to put down some collateral, if you wish, we can do that.
Did you add up?
Did you bring Naughty with you?
Oh, he is with me.
Do you not have the money? What's happening right now?
I'm just what are we splitting now evenly between all of us or well
I have 190 gold to give.
I don't think we need to split it evenly, but why don't we just like y'all take the majority of the discount or something, and I'll take like 50 gold off of mine or something.
All right.
Hey, Val.
Welcome back to being broke.
We were bad mouthing Travis earlier, but just a cautionary tale. He almost got us a total party kill for just haggling. You remember this?
He didn't haggle. He
didn't
punched
haggle,
the
no.
owner right in the nuts,
Yeah.
and then set his shop on
He
fire.
ran off with it? No.
Yeah, and that was our magic shop in that town, gone, inaccessible to us.
How
Like the
about?
end game.
Yeah.
I think of the best way to split it.
And then still he was trying to hack.
I'll put up. I mean, I can.
I can give 100 gold.
My thing.
Does somebody not have enough gold?
I don't know. I just don't have any gold. I'm not buying anything. I'm just helping with 100 gold.
Val, do you not have enough gold for what you're trying to buy?
I don't know now. What I had 600 for the magnet thing.
Uh-huh.
What am I looking at? 600 and then 300 for expeditious retreat and 250 for a bag of holding.
I don't think we should bother with the potion.
Which one? Pocket sand?
The potion.
It's a potion. The hell you're gonna take my
What the
pocket
fuck
sand
are you talking
over my
about?
dead body?
Pocket sand's a sand.
It says potion right there.
What does?
Pocket sand, item type, potion.
Here, watch this.
You have my first. You can't do that.
I'm not looking at
He,
it. What's
he
it
is
say
an
now?
intern. He can't. He does set the labels on.
It's
the
honestly,
items.
in fact, here, no, it's not even wondrous. It's fucking mundane.
Hey, you're mundane.
There's no magic to it.
Why don't you take your
It does have poison wood pepper in it.
It's just
Yeah, it's just natural ingredients.
Is that Colin the intern?
Banshee pepper extract.
You don't think we should do the potion?
Mm.
Which one?
And
Here's how.
you're also not going to take the cocaine.
Are they blinded for an hour as well as poisoned for an hour? That seems crazy.
Well,
Does it say poison?
yes, it does.
It says becomes poisoned for 1 hour. Target is blinded for the duration. 5
I don't-
fistfuls.
How is it
per-
not wondrous now? I guess he did.
It could be just blinded. I mean, whatever you want. I don't even remember where I got that.
Well, I would imagine it's blinded.
That's the Dale Gribble special.
Okay.
Yeah. Cha!
Chicka chicka cha.
And 5 fistfuls. Shouldn't it be, if it's only 30 gold, it should be 1 fistful.
That's a pretty good heel move too in the ring. Throw some sand in the dude's face.
Okay, whatever you say.
Yeah. I would say it's a single use is 30 gold. If like a healing potion is 50 gold, right? If that's the baseline, I would say it's a single use. And he's buying how many of them? 5 of them?
Yeah.
I just wrote that in there because 1 seemed like not enough. But whatever you say. Did you want to buy more than 1? Because originally that was your
5.
thought. He bought 5 in the first place.
Yeah, if you can blind somebody for an hour on a DC 15, I mean that's pretty high Constitution saving throw.
That's why I see
You should
value.
get 1 use, you know?
He's buying 5 of them though.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You can buy as many as you want, but it should be a single use for blinding for an hour on a DC Constitution or DC 15.
Gotcha.
You know what, guys? That's really cool. Why don't we just make it like that? They get blinded just for 1 turn, and also the range is 5 feet, and that it's actually, it actually blinds you also. Isn't that cool when you buy a house or something and you have to sign a contract, mortgage, and then they say actually you don't get that bathroom, someone else is gonna have it. Like, oh, I thought it said here. No, we changed that after you've signed everything and bought it. Okay. I'm joking. No, that's cool. I'll take this. I think it's fine.
Hey, it's a. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you guys think that's too crazy,
No,
I'm just saying.
it seems fine.
DC 15 is a pretty high threshold.
Yes, it is.
Blinded for an hour is a long time.
It seems fine. Yeah. It seems fine.
I don't want to be an asshole, so don't let you know.
No.
It is an encounter killer.
Fine. No, nobody's arguing. He's just being silly. He doesn't actually care.
Okay. Listen. I'm just sensitive. I don't want to be a jerk.
You're not. Hey, is that a 10% discount on individual items, or that's like only
On the total price of your
On the
entire
total price.
purchase that you, as a party, are making together.
At least for our own sake, can we just apply that to our
Can
own
we just
items
say it's-
as we split this up?
Yeah. Because if I do magnet thing and bag of holding, that's $8.50. If I get the 10% discount, that's $7.65.
No more whiskey, you said?
Mhm.
Where you keep it?
Okay, what the fuck did I buy? I want that music.
Does that sound fair? Put down $7.65 for those 2 things.
Seems fair. Not my money.
Thank you very much.
The main reason why I think the potion thing, I mean, I don't know if Jacob was necessarily agreeing, but it just seems like if we just stack a bunch of things that give us buffs, he can just give the NPCs the same buffs to make it still a fun race. It's not like we can just be clever, buy a bunch of items, and he's just going to let us blast past the competition and have like no fight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we will win because of the potion.
We'll
you're
see.
muted.
We'll do
fight,
the
though.
first try.
I want the race fight.
Well, that's my point. Is like we're not gonna not have the fight because we get a bunch of buffs beforehand.
It
Let's
would
see.
be pretty lame if it was like, yeah, we bought our way. I mean, yeah, we paid our way to the top and.
Sure. I mean,
guaranteed our-
but it makes, like, I'm surprised that they could make it a non-concentration expeditious retreat. That's where I would have just been like, well, he is concentrating on the other shit, so you know.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I was just trying to be cool. I was looking it up, and it said like I was looking up scroll prices, and it says anywhere from 50 to 100, and I figured a potion that is what non-concentration would be, kind of double that.
So like 100.
No, it would be 300. Like I was going to put it at 150 so he could make a little bit of money off of it, and then double it. It would be 300.
Okay, let's see how the first race goes. I'm just thinking about the free-for-all race where we're racing against those little two-legged guys that go way faster. If we could get like a NOS boost at the beginning, that would be nice.
That's the cocaine, I think.
You gotta either take the potion or the cocaine.
I mean, you may need the cocaine a couple times. May need a pick me up on the fourth turn, you know. Well, that's why we got to get it in there once the race has started. After the inspection.
We'll try this first one clean and see how it goes.
What we need is some pocket cane that we can just throw up in his face.
All right, shall we make our way to the tack shop or wherever else we've got on our to-do list?
Absolutely.
Mr. Arcane, it has been a pleasure, an absolute delight.
Absolutely. I'll look for Colin. Could you get them a banner for the dinosaur?
Oh yeah, I was actually been working on it while you were checking out. So here you go.
Appreciate that, Colin. Mom made to give you a free T-shirt later for all your hard work. So as a term of payment.
I really prefer money, sir, but I guess I'll take the T-shirt.
But money does not grow on trees, Colin. This is one of the lessons you are learning in your education. Thank you for your.
But they do mine in the ground.
All right. Well, thank you for your patronage at Michael Arcane's Magical Emporium of Wonders. It has been a pleasure. Please come back throughout the rest of the week as we will have additional items for sale.
Right. Yeah, when we win the golden run, we'll be coming in here to buy you out, mate.
Tell everyone to bet on Goblins Hit Your Baby. My baby. Goblins Hit My Baby?
I think it's my baby.
It's eating all the
Goblins
babies.
ate my baby.
All right. Goblins ate your baby. All right. We'll look forward to praising this dinosaur when you complete your victory.
Sweet, sweet.
All right, sweet. Have a good day.
Sweet masters.
Could, just for sake of time, could we say we also pick up some slick digs before heading to?
What do your slick digs look like? Or should we wait until the fancy event for you to reveal your slick digs?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
best.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll say we got them now.
Yeah.
I'll say Val also will buy a new jacket.
Oh, yeah. Without
and
all the kingdom shit on it.
Flowers for Professor Lindenberg. Just send them with a seagull.
Okay. Fine clothes. It's gonna cost you 10 gold pieces for fine clothing.
Easy.
Fine.
How much is flowers? A copper.
You paying all copper.
Well, I'll give him like a silver's worth of flowers. I feel bad.
There you go. That's fine. Yeah.
I don't have any silver.
All right, where you guys going next?
To the tack shop.
Dino discount barn.
Yeah. Dion's.
All right. All right, you guys make your way across town. It's another busy day in Cobus. The walls are being put up. You guys go on your way back. You pass through what looks like a large crowd of people at some sort of ceremony. And it looks like you could hear over the speaker that's blasting out. There's a stage in the distance with the harbor behind him. And there's kind of a crowd of people around, kind of looking interested. You guys are passing on the far outside, and you just hear over the speaker halfway through 12 for this year's Golden Run with the ceremony, as well as always, we give it the award of Master of Ceremonies to a special guest, and we'd like to introduce that now. All the way from traveling from Theed, this individual has been in some sort of accident on the way here, of tragedy of some sort, survivor. This year's Master of Ceremonies is going to go to honor the victims of this tragedy on the boat. And I think you're all going to enjoy him this year as commentator of the races and as Master of Ceremonies for the Golden Run this year. I'd like to present to you all Captain Ron Abuelo. Welcome to the stage. And you just hear some clapping. And then you just hear the mic. All right. Oh, sorry. All right. Hi, everyone. Hey, Ron Abuelo here. Excited to be here this year. Besides the tragedy, obviously. But no, very exciting. This is going to be my first run that I've ever seen. I'd like to be out there duking it out on the races as well. But instead, I'm going to be enjoying the party, walking around, meeting everyone. Looking forward to it, and hope we'll have a good time out there. All right, yeah. Captain, what was the name of the boat that you were on? Everyone perished on except for you. Oh, the boat. The name of the boat. Yes, it was a large boat. There's a lot of people on it. Good times. That's what I called the boat. I called it Good Times, and except for the end, it wasn't very good time. Yeah, everyone died. It was a bummer. All right. Hey, we're really gonna live it up this weekend, right? Isn't that right, Cobus? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, it's a pleasure to be Master of Ceremonies for this year's Golden Run. And really look forward to it. And really look forward to getting to know each and every one of you on this island. Hearing your stories and, getting to know the culture. All right. Hey, and then after all is said and done, if anybody needs a captain for hire, just remember Ron Abuelo, Master of Ceremonies. All right. All right, and that concludes today's. And you kind of just keep going on as you walk down to Dino's Discount Dino dealership.
Jumpstarter.
Juice.
That was the name of the boat that Ron was on that went down. I just thought of that. It was the Jumpstarter. The Jumpstarter. Yeah.
Give this
Anyway.
man inspiration.
Anyway.
Yeah,
I like it.
I don't remember ever having
take
even
it.
heard the name.
Yeah,
So my
he's
notes-
right. Darian said that.
The Jumpstart. It's just the Jumpstart.
Darian?
Thank you.
Who is Darian? Darian.
Darian's the
Darian
guy
was
we met on the flying dinosaur.
The pterodactyl
In the
harbor.
rider who landed on your boat and was badass.
Mine's
He
the
was
best.
like, your ship's all fucked up. You got to park in the shitty part.
Oh, he
You
was
can't
like
go to the nice part. But he was
like
cool.
authority.
Mm-hmm.
Port
Yeah.
Authority, yeah. Yeah, so okay. So you guys head down to the bottom of Tariki Anchorage down here in these stables. And that's where you get you see an archway that of this corral that stretches out around you, this rather large corral. You see what looks like larger, older dinosaurs kind of grazing in the fields, and there is in big letters it just says dinos or Dion's, sorry, discount dino dealership underneath it. And as you guys walk through there's fences on either side of you. You can see the mountains in the back, and it's kind of the edge of town. It's Sinclair. You remember walking by this area when you were getting back from the Nuecraft facility.
Okay.
The trail that you kind of came in on kind of cuts down alongside of the corrals.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Yeah. And you get to the entrance of this area. It kind of opens up into kind of like a landing zone, I would say. There's a big store right there. You see some stables, and you see some smaller penned off areas where people are kind of walking dinosaurs around, kind of on leads, just kind of giving them exercise. You see some people putting food into troughs. You see dinosaurs of different varieties. You see some younger ones in a smaller kind of, I wouldn't say smaller, sorry, in a larger area that has more grass and more kind of open space with trees and everything. You see younger dinosaurs kind of trotting around in there, playing with each other. But near the area where they're leading the dinosaurs around and feeding the troughs, the older ones, there is a man in what looks like a kind of a cowboy hat. He has what looks like a tooth necklace on, a leather vest, and what looks like cargo pants, kind of ripped knees, and high boots on. He's got longer blonde hair. He's kind of sunburnt, and he's just standing there looking around. And he turns around to see you guys and waves over at you. Let me get his voice real quick. Sorry, I was trying to practice.
No shirt under the vest.
Yeah.
A leather
Like
vest.
Crocodile Dundee. Just like a dino leather.
I was imagining Chris Pratt from the new.
Whoa, man! How y'all doing?
Oh, hey, are you Dion? Dion, we presume.
Man. Yeah, man. Dion. That's the name, right? Right.
Great.
Hey, how y'all doing? What can I do for you?
We're looking to get some sort of a saddle for a big dino.
Y'all looking for a dino as well?
No, we have our own dino.
You got your own, all right. That's Ron Abuelo.
Whoops.
Toxic.
But Hadal, do you have the size? Do you know what size stuff we need?
Just a roundabout.
Yeah. I give him the measurements.
Use.
What's the dinosaur you're turning into?
What's that?
What's the dinosaur you're turning into?
It's a weird name. Let me find it.
There's a lot of O's and L's.
Oloro Titan.
There's a C in there somewhere.
Allura Titan.
Allura.
Why is there a sexy lady? That's
man,
for sexy scale, dude.
You gotta know how many drag queens call it.
Yeah.
You got yourself a Lori you're riding. All right, man, that's cool.
Lord.
Now, yeah, it's kind of medium-sized dinosaur that we usually work with out here. But that's pretty good. All right. You just need a little tackle on that thing. You just need a little We'll
Yeah,
see.
I'm not. How does it actually work? So like we're kind of new to dino racing. Do we just have like a couple positions and then a way to get between them, or how does it?
Hey, you new to dino racing, and you got yourself a dino already. That's pretty good, man. I would say that you guys are
Oh, we're
well
not
set
completely
right
new.
now.
Just
Yes,
new to
we
the races.
new to the races, yes, but
Yeah,
we've
it's a
got
different
connections.
experience out here. You know, a lot of people say dangerous, you're gonna get hurt. I say it's kind of the point, right? So, yeah, what you're gonna need is usually a saddle and a little bait and tackle for the mouth of your dino, right? And you're gonna need your main pilot up front. He's gonna be working the steering and the control and everything of your dinosaur, right? And then you got your crew on the back. Now you can either get a platform for the back, or you can get saddle bags, and you can sit in the bags. Platform obviously allows you to move around a little bit more, but it doesn't really hold you in position, right?
Right, and it rocks about as the dino runs
It does.
around.
It
Right?
does. It does shake. It shake about pretty heavily. Yeah. Now you'll find some people kind of harness themselves into the platform, but that can also lead to a bunch of other problems as well. If you need to get off the dino for any reason,
Yeah.
your dinosaur crashes, it goes into the bay off the bridge, you're going in with it. You know what I mean? You want to, not that I condone this kind of behavior, but you want to jump from one dino to the other, you got to unhook, and it takes a bit to do something like that. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, I think
So
the
what-
more agile, the better. As long as it provides. Does the saddle provide any kind of armor or protection for the dino?
Oh no! I mean, the armor's a whole other thing. Yeah, I mean, we're just talking about riding this thing through the race. I mean, hopefully your dinosaur's fast enough you don't need armor. You get the race done quicker. It's gonna the armor's definitely gonna slow your dinosaur down a little bit. But if your dinosaur is a little weaker in that sense, you're gonna want that armor. So it really just depends on what you guys want.
I think we can't afford armor to begin with, right? And we do want to be fast. I mean, we gotta. What do we have to? We have to finish top 2 for the first race.
I have to finish top 1 for the first one to move on to the. Well, yeah, it's 2.
I think it's 2s.
2.
Anyway, but I think speed is key. I think speed is the key. As long as we can all be fully able to move about if we need to, just in case. But also, this dino is very well trained, so I don't think it needs a pilot like all the time. So if things get real hairy, I can come back, off the pilot. Just kind of set it on cruise. Let the dino just feel it, just feel it out.
Yeah, man. That's what I always say. Just cruise about. You got to know your dinosaur. If you want to win these races, right, you got to get, I wouldn't say intimate with your dinosaur. That'd be a little too close. You know what I mean? But you definitely want to know it inside and out.
Does that happen in racing world? Intimacy with the dino?
Yeah, you gotta have that, master companion connection with that dinosaur.
And the dino and the rider become one.
It's all one thing moving about. I mean, when you get into a swift gallop, right? And you're moving around, you got two options. You can either get bucked off, or you can buckle in. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But within the laws of Commonwealth, within reason, correct? It's not.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do anything unsightly. Anything you wouldn't want to show your kids.
No.
Got to raise them right. You know what I mean?
The funny business happens in the blind turns. That's where we got to be careful of other dino riders.
Yeah. Now, if you're looking for kind of a racing saddle, and you're looking for a little bit of bridle, you're gonna be looking that's easy stuff. That's like 25 gold for the basics, what you need. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not gonna give you much. It's not gonna give you much advantage or anything like that, but it's definitely gonna keep you in control.
Is
Especially if
there
you're
a
just
higher?
doing the race right now, right? If this is just a one-time, adventure for you all, if you're just in here for the weekend, you found yourself a dinosaur and you just wanna do these races just for fun, I don't think you need to spend any more than 25 gold pieces on just a bit bridle and a decent saddle, you know.
Right.
If you're
Now how about if I ask you to upsell me
all right, yeah,
off of that
yeah.
basic
I
package?
respect it. I respect it. If you want to secure the safety of your pilot on the dinosaur, the person riding this thing and really steering it, you know. That's the thing about these races, right? Is these dinosaurs, they start bashing into each other. They start trying to nip at one another, right? You get all sorts of crazy stuff happening around these blind turns. You might get thrown off, and if your pilot goes off, your dinosaur's just gonna go rogue, right? And the rest of your team is just gonna, on the back of that lorry, is just gonna just ride straight off one of the turns, right into a building, kill every single one of you. That's not what you want to happen. So,
No.
if you want something that's going to secure your driver, give them a little bit of an advantageous seating, right? You're probably going to want to spend about 50 gold on that. That's going to have a nice little harness, easy clip out system if you got to, but you have to kind of pull the cord to get yourself out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds
Okay.
like a safer bet.
Safer bet. And do they have positions like that for the other
Ones we
riders?
got.
Well, now for that, you're gonna be looking at different things, right? If you want some side saddles that you're gonna be riding in, I would say each person you're probably gonna want to do. Man, I mean, well, you got yourself a lorry. How many people are you looking to ride on the back of that thing?
Free.
There'll
Yeah.
be 3 of us.
3 of us.
3. Yeah, you probably get good saddlebags, 25 gold each. You're looking at 75 gold just to keep yourself in a nice little net cargo sack on the sides. You got to position yourself kind of strategically because you won't be able to get out of it too well, but you'll be in there real secure, you won't be bucked off in any way. But again, dino goes down, you're in that bag, you ain't getting out of it really easy. We call them chakras, right? They're like these big netted bags that just hang off the sides. You go in there, those things pretty much hold anything you could put in them.
Is Naughty coming with us?
You can't. We can only have 3 riders.
It was just 3? Okay.
But
Well,
is
Cruise
then
was
that's
too.
fine.
really a writer?
Hmm?
Is he really considered a writer? Is he?
Oh, now that's a good point. If they're not considering him as a human rider, maybe it could make the argument. I don't think he'd be much use though in a fast ranged kind of situation. It's not really his bag.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
clubs
you're
them.
definitely going to want something that has a little bit of range, a little buffer zone between you and the other dinos, right? I mean, listen, I ain't gonna do you wrong. People are gonna throw some crazy curveballs at you, right? I mean, and by curveballs, I mean possible literal fireballs.
Literally, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you're looking to have a little bit of a more advantageous feel on the top of it, being able to move around a little bit more, we can get you what we call a chariot on the top. All right. It's usually a flat platform, a little bit more expensive because we have to fit it onto your dyno, right? But it's going to give you a little platform to move around on the back. You kind of switch sides and everything. Those normally run for about 200 gold pieces, right? But we could put a railing up on it, right? I wouldn't call it safety approved railing, but it might give you a little bit of a chance if you fall off. We could tack that on for another 50 gold if you want.
That's not something that we would be taking off and putting on our own.
That doesn't sound like an easy setup.
I mean, if you're all familiar with your dinosaur and everything, it just really just depends on your relationship with the animal.
Sure. Well, we plan on doing a couple practice rounds tonight. Getting a feel, working on that you know, that friendship, you know, that, you know,
Well, I tell you
dinosaur
what, if
husbandry
you
thing.
want, you absolutely, before the races start, I tell you what, you buy something, you don't like it, you bring it back, we'll give you the straight price, as long as it's, you know, unharmed. You don't bring me back a pile of wood or anything like that. I give you your money straight back to you. How about that?
This is good deal. Let us do it.
Hey, listen, I ain't trying to do you wrong. I'm trying to take care of you and your dinosaur, right? Here at Dion's, you know, despite what you may have heard, this is a sanctuary, right? For these beautiful, beautiful
Right.
beasts. All right.
Despite
I
what
think
we may have heard.
if I may, Dion, may we take a second to talk amongst ourselves?
Hey man, enjoy it around. Hey, and he hands you a couple of like little cones with like little bits of grain and what look like you know, you go to a petting zoo and you get the little cups to feed the animals.
Yeah.
Hey man, take a couple of these on you, right? Enjoy it. You know, just be careful with the carnivores. They get a little nippy sometimes, all right? But go around, you know, just take a tour of the premise if you want. You know, we ain't trying to steer you wrong out here. We're just trying to steer your dinosaur in the right direction.
Okay. Thanks.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
We'll just need a couple minutes. We'll make up our mind pretty quick. Okay, gather. Hey guys, how much money do we have? I've got 200 gold.
I've got 200 as well.
I've got 200.
Everybody's
I
looking
have
about.
175.
Okay, so we're all in the same boat. Okay, I've got this. I have a feeling. Okay, this guy's getting his dinos from Nuecraft because there was that hole in the fence. This is the trail I fucking walked back from when I was camping.
Oh, yeah.
I think we could maybe like get him to give us the shit for free.
It's
I
Do you
think
mean sort of like, you know, blackmailing,
Right.
saying something like you're going to tell the authorities if he doesn't, you know?
Well, no. So I think I can do it more slyly than that. You know, I can just summon this other dinosaur mount that I have. I don't think y'all met this one yet. It takes a minute. I won't do it just yet. But whoever was breaking into the gate definitely saw that dinosaur, and this dinosaur is like unique as hell. It's all from the Feywild or whatever. So I think I think I could definitely figure out if he's the guy that's breaking in if I summon that thing and put it right in front of him.
I
Sinclair,
feel like
just to be a word of caution, is this helpful if we are talking of 75 gold or something to be saving to cause a problem with local like this?
Well, I don't think it's going to cause a problem. I think this is going to solve a problem. This is one of them last humps we're getting over, right?
What is problem?
The problem is we may not have enough gold to buy all this shit, or we may need
No,
gold
it's
for
not
something else.
I think we've got enough, and he's saying if we can use it and bring it back. I'm a fine hand at fixing things if you haven't. Well, I feel like even if we smash the hell out of something, I could get it right before we turn it back in.
I mean, if the price is the problem, I don't know if this is exactly your expertise, Val, but perhaps we could just purchase the raw materials and we could fashion our own saddle and harnesses.
I'm not as good with leather, but
But we also need it like tomorrow morning, right?
yeah, and there's other modifications I'd like to make to it.
And
I
then
don't
we
think it's such a stretch to buy. What you think, the platform or just a saddle with nets?
What's the benefit of the platform?
It's easier to move
Moving around, but I think it would make our dinosaur easier to board, you know, if we got like big platforms and stuff.
Or
But
just lift it onto him.
I kind of want to be boarded a little bit, right? I want it to get a little spicy in there, you know, not super spicy, but.
Is our dinosaur a Mustang or foal? Yeah, huh?
And he pats a doll on the shoulder, whips him and pulls it a little.
Yeah, huh?
Don't know what you mean.
Is it
Are
horse?
we?
You're like horse. We will ride you like horse. When there are wild horses.
I'm trying not to think about that.
Oh, docile horses.
Well, is the aim to just be as fast as possible, or to be as like deadly as possible? Because
As
if we
fast
can,
as possible.
I think speed is better than deadly, and I think the only thing deadly is going to be whoever's on the back for the most part, and only for like the last or a certain half a minute of the race or something.
so sailors were fine handling tying a knot. What if we just do safety ties? We'll be like on a ship.
This is true. Or we could blackmail Simpleton and take him for all he's worth. This
is a fellow Tyreekian. I don't really feel right about blackmailing a fellow business owner.
Well, I also thought we didn't have as much money as we needed.
Oh, we're fine for it. If it's just the saddle and the bags, that was 75.
For the good shit, it was 75 each position, right? For the good like basic shit.
I thought it was 75 total.
I thought he was saying it was 25 per position.
For the basic stuff.
But the basic was just 25. And then when we were talking about like saddlebag things for the other riders, then it was an additional 25 per thing for a total of 75 is what I thought he meant.
Oh, okay.
But the nicer saddle was 50 or something?
Because I can do 50.
That sounds
for like the steering wheel or whatever. I can even do 75 for the basic upgraded. First thing you said, Jacob. Was the pilot seat the basic upgraded one? Was that 75 gold?
Let me look real quick. Vehicles, the bit and bridle and the saddle was 75. The upgraded one that had like might give you a advantageous lock-in. If you're pushed off, you have advantage on saving throws getting knocked out.
Right.
That sounds like a good tier.
Yeah. And then saddlebags of the same tier were 75 as well?
They were 25 each for saddlebags that you guys would be able to ride in. So 25 each.
So 125 total?
You're not moving around in those, so you have to decide which side you're going to be on the dinosaur.
And be there.
Yeah.
What if it was just like a cargo net that's wrapped around me, or like a not, like a rope-ish one, and that way you're just kind of like hanging on to it, and you can like clamber around and move positions.
Oh, you just want to hold on to the side.
Well, I think we should.
Yeah, that sounds.
Well, I think we should do the 125 for that gear we just talked about, and then just throw cargo netting. Just rig cargo netting on just between everything, so you could climb up if you need.
But he's saying that if you're in the saddlebag, you can't just like come and go.
Yeah, it would definitely take a check. I mean, it would definitely take up probably your whole turn to like get out of it and move to another side. Because like imagine you're in like a woven bag, right? And you have to like crawl out of this thing as the dinosaurs jostling you around. You have to climb out of this thing with your legs falling through the holes and everything, and then get up, balance on the top of this thing, and try to move around.
Sure. No, that checks out.
But you don't have to balance if there's a net and you're like crawling around. You've got to kind of shit.
If you want to drape an Afghan over your dinosaur and just hold on with your bare hands, you can do that. Yeah, we can get you one of those for. We could probably get you one of those for 75 gold. But
shit, we could get a fucking cargo net made out of rope down at the dock for like.
I feel like
go ahead. Yeah, that's
for like some gold too.
Works.
But I think we should also get the saddles and shit.
Yeah, we could do the saddlebags, and if it sucks, we can exchange them. And Val probably has a bunch of chain at the shop.
I mean,
we can like wrap around the dino.
We can do that. We can test it out, and he's saying that he'll like give us reimbursement, but he's explaining right now how it works. You're gonna have to make a check to get out of the bag and then crawl around. If
You're
you
gonna have to make a check to hang on to this net at all times
Yeah.
as well.
So it's like
Every
either
time somebody,
difficult to get out or
every
difficult
time
to
like
stay
your
on.
dinosaur crashes into something, I'm gonna make you make a check to keep holding on.
And we
I don't
get
know. I don't
advantage on
care.
that if we're like
I'm not
tied
trying to be
into the
lame. I'm
sack.
not trying to be lame. I'm just
No, it
know,
makes sense.
thinking of it in my
I'm
head.
confused, and I actually don't care because I'm the dinosaur. So y'all just decide. I'll make it funny.
So have I? Do you guys? Is some what's unclear?
It's unclear a little bit to me on like which of these solutions is actually the best, since I don't have any way of like ascertaining sort of like stats or which things involve rolls and which things don't, and the actual pros and cons. It seems like
If you're in a bag, you don't have to make checks to hold on. You're in a spot, you're secure. To get out and move to another side, right? Like if an enemy's on the left side of the dinosaur, you're gonna have to, and you're on the right side, you're gonna have to try to get out and aim at that enemy, or you're just gonna have to position yourself to only attack on the right side of the dinosaur. If there is a big Afghan cargo net that's just draped on the back, you're gonna just be holding on, kind of hooking your arm in between this thing, and you can move around on it now, which is great. But if something gets jostled or somebody, the dinosaur bangs down or something like that, you're going to have to do a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw to hold on to this net and not just get bounced off.
That's why cargo net not on the side though. The riders are on the spine or whatever, the actual back. So they're like on it like this instead. It may be easier.
Yeah,
for sure than hanging off the side.
You position yourself right in the middle, which is great, and you can attack on both sides. But if that thing gets jostled, somebody cuts the cargo net, you're gonna have to be like holding on to this net with one hand at least. So if there's, if something takes two hands to do, your one hand's gonna be holding on to this cargo net. It's not like you just like up there on a smooth ride, like able to like surf these dinosaurs, like shooting, like changing out crossbows and like, whipping both hands of the spell around and shooting. Like you gotta have to like hold on while this thing is
and use zenith,
bucking.
But if we were on like a platform, you said, or not you?
Yeah, there's a platform that you could probably, you put on the back of this thing, and you could sit down and you can move around kind of in that center space that you're talking about, and you could clip into this platform, and then you could be standing up there surfing this thing, and if it does buck, at least you're hooked into it.
And there's like a railing or something you could grab onto.
Yeah, there's a railing that you're kind of hooked into and everything around it. It's not great. It's like a little rope railing in my head, like a chariot kind of thing. Like
How
but
much
it's
was
on
that?
the dinosaur. And that, I think he said, was what, 200? 200? Yeah.
200, guys.
That sounds between all of maybe that's better. Do the platform, then we're
Platform
like
and the pilot seat.
and we just do the like hold fast ties.
It's a small platform, but especially then you'll have an area that you can move around in. That'd be totally fine. It's in the center of the dinosaur, so you don't have to pick a side of it. And you're hooked in. You can bonus action unclip from it, we'll say. If something bad's going on. This dinosaur's about to careen off the side of something. You can unclip if you want to get off of it quickly, or if you want to jump to somebody else's dinosaur, you can unclip as a bonus action and then action jump over.
But what is comfort to Dino? Is Dino like platform?
Love it. Prefer it.
Does having a platform like affect its speed?
I would say it would probably take 10 feet off the speed.
Whoa!
Is that too much? How much is this dinosaur speed? I thought it was like 40 something.
60.
I think it's 60.
60. Yeah.
What
That's
It's an apparatus. It's like running with a backpack on.
So how about this though? If that cuts off my speed, then why not use the netting system and you just harness to the net? Then you don't need your hands. You're still sitting up there on top. You
But
don't
then
need to worry about the rail.
But then you could get that cut or something.
But the thing that holds the platform in place is still cuttable.
Maybe.
There's still going to be a strap that
No,
goes around the bottom.
I think this is fucking.
You think it's fused into its spine?
Well,
Then let's have a cargo net that's fused
Yeah.
into its spine.
I think
Great.
it's well-
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I haven't thought of that personally, so you're coming up with a new idea. So that's awesome.
To do what? Sorry, you guys got cut off.
They want to make a net that drapes over to the side that you can lock into the net that you're sitting on.
I mean, the big problem is that you would fall off, or you'd have to be holding on. And the benefit of the platform is that it has rails like a chariot thing, and you're harnessed into it somehow. Then you could just harness onto the net.
Mm-hmm.
I think ideally, the whole reason we wanted, the reason I chose this dinosaur is it's really fast. If the way to do well is to have the platform, then let's do the platform. But it's cutting off speed, and I don't know if that's working.
I'm saying it makes sense to me that there will be concessions with every option, and then like, okay, if you want the very most stable thing, clearly then it's gonna probably way more and then cut into speed. So we have to make a strategic choice is what coming down to. So if like we want, like I don't think we can. Okay, let's just combine them all, and then we're gonna win. That doesn't make. I don't know how like you can like.
All I'm saying is logically, I feel like I can conceive of a way that like you don't have to be in a chariot box, but still have the use of your hands free.
Right.
So let's
But
say,
if you don't,
let's
but if
say
that's not how it works,
No.
then let's get the platform.
I think then the thing that is given up there is then freedom of movement. You're not going to be easily just like in a platform you're walking around here.
But in the platform, it's on top of the dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to be circumnavigating the entire body. You'll have what 5-10 feet wide that you can move across.
Yeah. But
Is that going to be dramatically different?
But if you're on the cargo net, they say you have to pick a side, right? Like,
Or you're right on top, like Hudson was talking
yeah.
about.
If okay, so let's say this option that you're wanting, Colin, doesn't exist in this store. You can buy the net, but then you guys have to fashion the harnesses, and you have to roll for the creation of that harness into the cargo net.
And
Okay,
it would
that seems pretty doable. I mean, I'm just imagining tying a rope around your waist and tying it to the rope of the net.
And when you fall off of this dinosaur, you're going to be dragged on this rope, and I'm going to be hitting you with damage every round that you're going, and you're bouncing your head off.
How long is the rope? I feel like I would not make it so long that once you came loose, you would be dragged onto the ground. If you're saying
how well you craft it, no.
If you're saying that it can't work that way, then let's move on and do the
platform. Let's just do the platform.
Hey, it absolutely can work. I haven't thought of it, Jacob, the DM. If you want to craft that, please do that. That would be awesome.
Craft that.
But I mean, you understand that I have to work in the system of rules that you create. And if you say that it can't work that way, like you just said, if we tied ourselves to the net and then we fell off, then we would be dragged on the ground. That's not how I'm imagining that it would work. But I have to operate under how you imagine it's going to work.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If you get the cargo net, you can craft a harness system that could essentially be just you tying a rope to your waist, and you could make it a 2-foot rope, so you're not going to go very far. That's totally
This doesn't
fine.
feel any different from the saddlebags. Like we'd still be stuck on a side.
Do y'all want? Do you need to? Because like it sounded like you didn't want to be in the saddlebags because you would be sort of immobile. But if you're on a platform on top of the dinosaur in a little chariot box, you don't have a lot more mobility as far as I can imagine it.
You're
can shoot on both sides.
But tell me how it works.
He's the one that tells you. Like,
but did he say that you can like go all over the dinosaur?
He said that you just have more freedom of movement, and that's what I understood.
You're not just restricted to like one side.
You're playing it from both ends. You're given constraints, and then you're saying, "Well, I can make it better." Like,
well, I'm just imagining like, have you ever seen a chariot?
Yes, I've seen a chariot.
Okay, so do you feel like there's a ton of mobility in the back of a chariot?
No, but I've never seen a dinosaur fucking racing. so I don't know.
So
you have a central position though.
As opposed to being blocked on one side.
Yeah.
But secured.
Sure, yeah.
So really, it's more just that you're on top so you can see both sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's not actually moving around that's much different.
He's drawing.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be stubborn. I'm trying to understand. But since y'all are the writers, y'all decide.
This is Val doesn't need to move around much. Like, as it would be advantageous to be able to like shoot from either side, but I don't need to be crawling all over this thing.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
I say we go platform and find us a big ass cargo net and put it under the platform.
Oh.
And then if need be, you can use the cargo net in a pinch. And then, because I mean, really, like Miwo's, if we're getting boarded, Miwo's going to punch him. But that's like, you don't have any range for the most part, right, Miwo? And it's not like we're fighting the whole time either. Like,
You have a ranged weapon.
But, well, yeah, I don't know. It seems
anything's a ranged weapon if you throw it.
Once.
Yeah.
Shame.
Did y'all decide? Are you going to be driving, Sinclair?
I think I'm gonna be driving. That's how I had pictured it in my head without the saddle and everything. But it would be good for everybody to be within 10 feet of me.
What's
but
the
with
point of driving? Isn't Hadal driving?
What is the is there going to be like
That he will have to make checks.
Oh.
In
whoever's
my
driving
head,
does
I
have to
had
make a dex or
imagined.
strength, we decided?
What's that?
I'm not sure what we decided, but in my head, I had me like on his neck, giving him reports on like where other people are, so he can just like be straight and sprinting or whatever, and then run like kind of going back and forth along his back to like help out if need be. But it sounds like that's gonna be a lot harder. But like with the net, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And that way I can give you all my bonus too at times, or be closer.
Yeah.
Where the platform has to be on the back? Can it be in the middle?
Isn't that the
What do you mean?
same?
Oh no, it's on the back of the dinosaur. Sorry, like on its like sitting on its back. I'm looking in Dinotopia for a photo right now that I can.
Cool. How far from the driver's seat is the platform on this particular dinosaur in your head?
Model.
Would they be attached?
I would say that how long do you think from the shoulders to the waist of this dinosaur do you think it is, Vidal?
The shoulders to the waist?
Let's see that sexy lady again.
Like if that is the zone in which you guys can operate in or potentially have something.
According to this sexy lady model picture, it looks like it's about 5 or 6 feet.
Okay, so we'll just round it up. There's we'll just say that there's a 10-foot. Yeah.
From the driver's seat to the platform.
Okay, so let's say 15 feet of from kind of the driver. There's a 5 feet in between, and then there's the back end of the chariot. So it goes driver, and then behind the driver is 10 foot by 10 foot kind of zone that you guys can play around in.
And then the platform.
Does the driver always need to be in the driver's seat actually driving? And will there be like a dex or strength check for the driver to keep control every round?
No, there'll only be a dex if he's
flung or something.
Yeah, flung. I imagine if I'm looking at sexy lady photo, driver is sitting in the crook of the neck. Okay, are you guys looking at sexy lady?
Yeah.
Okay. Driver sitting up here from shoulder to back. We'll say that there is a platform on there that is 10 feet by 10 feet. So you have 4 squares to play around in that you can move anywhere you want on. It's not much, but it's a central location that allows you to attack both sides of the dinosaur. And yeah, the driver would be right next to that platform. So the driver could switch out with somebody quickly if they wanted to.
And so if I'm driving and y'all get off the platform, you would have my bonus for making checks to like hang on to the net or whatever it is. Or vice versa, if I went back and just put it on cruise control, let Hadal take it.
Yeah, with Hadal, I think you don't have to worry about a driver being up there at all times since Hadal is a dinosaur.
And if I fall
You
off,
need
I
a
can just
driver at
we can just
all?
Misty Step back on.
I think well, Hadal's the
I mean,
animal.
you'd have to like.
I mean, he doesn't have Hadal's wisdom, so I mean, it's going to be. You would still need a driver.
He can
to
follow a
compute.
dinosaur if we're in second place, though.
Yeah, if it's
Well,
if
we're
it's a
gonna be
long
in
straight
first,
path,
then.
like if you're going across the bridge or something, and it's a long straight path, you could probably do a switcheroo or something.
Sinclair, don't you have something that does like telepathy?
No, that's just with my steed.
Oh, okay.
Message? I have message.
Is it telepathy?
Oh,
Or is it like a language based message?
Oh, because you can't. You're a creature now.
I can understand language, I just can't speak.
That's not great. One creature I point to hears whispered message and comply with a whisper. I guess you can't whisper.
I don't need to comply. I don't need to respond.
Okay, you would hear a whispered message.
So you could potentially talk to me, give me commands, or whatever.
You could also,
That's a full action to use that also.
Yes.
I was just gonna yell in the dinosaur's ears. Like you got one on your ass coming
You
up.
probably just yell. I feel like it's not going to be like a roaring engine. You know what I mean?
Cheering crowds, stompy feet.
It might be suspicious if we don't have a driver in the driver's seat.
We just say he's really well trained.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
he's just a really good boy. Yeah.
This is dino.
Ghosting it just like. Also, there's not a lot of reasons to get out of your station, it sounds like. Because if we're going to get attacked, it's only going to be at certain spots, you know? Certain spots on the track. But we will be getting banged by other dinos.
Lower platform.
Is the
It's not much of a
platform?
platform. Yeah, I know.
Is the platform a thing we can like set up on the dyno in the 15 minutes before the race?
I mean, if you guys practice it.
Do a little pit crew. Let's do that because he's gonna have to turn into the dyno and then immediately get inspected, put the harness on, and go. Like we have to be.
Yeah, and then transform shortly after the race.
Who with the quickness?
Hey, look at
if we win, just like drive the dinosaur like through the finish line and just into the ocean, and then he'll just like turn back into Hadal and swim away, and no one will ever know. Oh, that's fancy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the first one. Let's do it. Yeah.
Scribes baskets. And wicker, it's real lightweight, you know? It's maybe
that
only
doesn't
maybe
seem
like
like it would slow us down at all.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 feet reduced speed.
And then this isn't the size of the dino, it's bigger, but this would kind of be Sinclair's setup right here. More in in front of the shoulders, like in the crook of the neck kind of thing.
That's our guy. Oh no, wait, this is like a little version.
Yeah, that's cool. We're gonna win at least one race. I bet it's the first one.
We'll learn a lot, that's for sure. I'll be right back.
Just remember, tuck and roll if you fall off. Roll and try to get out of the way of the other dinosaurs. That's key.
I found a cool sort of palanquin looking. Oh, wait a minute. What do you got? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got a couple.
Yeah, but check this one out.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, this is much. Some dripping. This is probably far too large, but it could be something like that. What is that sound?
Here?
I think it's just the bubbles in this fucking seltzer, but it sounded like something was dripping.
Fucking
Oh, wait,
Superman
not
over there.
There he goes. Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's way big.
But what I like about the one that Jacob first posted is the different like sort of levels on the side, even though those might be kind of dangerous to actually be on.
Yeah, I think yours is closer to what I had in my head.
I like it.
Would you call it a palanquin?
I don't actually know what that means. I thought that was what they called it when it was like the thing on like an elephant's back, or is that what it's like when it's like a litter is the one that's carried? I don't know what a palanquin is.
I think they might be the same thing. Similar style. I don't know if animals or people are involved.
Yeah,
Give
that's
it a
what
good
I was
loop.
imagining. It was just kind of like a platform up on its back that it was carrying like a, like almost a backpack.
Yeah, I like it.
And then
All right.
Sinclair would be positioned right in front of it like that, like on Colin's picture.
Oh yeah. Okay, well then that's you said it's $200.
Yeah.
All right, it's a good four-way even split.
Well, it's two. Wait, that's for everything and the net, or no?
No, the saddle is an extra 75, so it'd be 275 for everything.
275, right?
I'll put in 100.
I'll throw in.
I throw in.
Just kidding. I'll do.
I throw in 60.
Somebody just tell me how much, because I don't want to do that. Figure it out. Like that. 275.
I'll throw in 75. Or whatever.
That litter will slow Hadal down for 10 feet, though.
Okay.
Per round or per movement? Like, if he dashes, can he do his regular 60 and then 50?
It just reduces his speed by 10 feet. So
yeah, so it would reduce the dash by 20 total. Okay, dokie. So how much gold are we given?
It was 275 for everything. I put 100, 175. How much did
I got another 50 then.
we're down to 125?
50 from Hadal, and we're square.
Hadal and Miwo, you want to each put 75?
75 each?
Oh no, wait.
I think Miwo said 75, and Hadal would need another.
We'll do 50.
50.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so Val will get the highest rate portion of the winnings.
Of the winnings, yes.
Yep. Because she put in 100.
You know, the other thing is we might as well just put all the rest of our gold in bet form for the race.
Ooh, on
Well,
other.
If we're going to the Lord's dance, I've got sort of a scheme I want to try.
Oh wait, I gotta take my 10 for fancy clothes out too.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
What is your scheme, Val?
Well, it's going to be a bunch of loaded tourists and stuff. I wonder if we could try and do some fake insider trading where we try and get folks to place a bit up front on Goblins Ate My Baby with some like, oh, we've got the insider knowledge, it's been modified, it's going to win for sure. But you know, I'd bet on it if I had the gold. But
Oh,
if you front us, then I'll tell you which dino it is, and then we'll split the winnings.
it is like the prince that asked for money, but I only have. You give me some money, but I will give you more later.
Oh,
And I'm
you've
in
heard of
jail.
that one? Yeah,
And-
just like that.
I'm in jail in South America.
And I need your help.
I am from Malpais. The bank won't give me transfer money is 500 gold, but I have
As soon as I get out,
500,000
I'll
gold.
repay you.
But I forgot my wallet today, and now I don't live near my wallet, so there we are.
So here we are.
You left your wallet in feed.
What?
And, like, he took a phone of his computer.
Oh, I think you did it from the screen, like from the side.
I don't know, just trying to racketeer a bit.
Okay, what else do we need to do besides the attack?
We got schemes.
Oh, do we want to do like some test running or something like that? Is that
Absolutely.
something? Okay.
Absolutely. We should test our gear out. And go
Well,
and
I've
get
got
you
to
used
do
to be a
some-
dinosaur.
Yeah.
I've got to do some things to it if you guys want to practice getting the big parts on and off real quick, and then do some like practice jumps or whatever while I engrave the bit, I guess. Is there any part of this that's metal?
I bet there's like metal rings that attach leather straps to other leather straps.
Whatever the biggest metal bit is. I
Yeah, I'd say that there's
Yeah.
probably some metal in the frame as well.
I'll take something and infuse it while you guys practice if you need.
Is there somewhere that I can change into dino form surreptitiously?
The ocean.
The ocean.
You just do this on the beach.
Sinclair knows a way into the Nuecraft facility or on the outside of town.
The ocean.
You could probably go on the
That's
outside
true.
of town, kind of where Sinclair was camping out at.
Okay.
How big are you gonna be?
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, like you're a lady, like twice a lady size. So
Uh-huh.
like, oh, that's cute. So like,
So you're like a lady and a half.
well, 12 feet.
Yeah, it's a couple meters.
A couple ladies high.
Couple meters.
Well, I just need to go. I need to go somewhere where I can, become a dinosaur without everybody seeing me.
Yeah, I'd say you just go outside of town where Sinclair was kind of camping out in that area on the outskirts
Okay.
of the Nuecraft facility.
All right.
And what are we? Where's the platform that we just
Oh,
bought?
can we
Are
like
just,
take it with
drag-
us?
You probably all of you guys are gonna have to take it out there. All four of you are gonna have to carry it out there.
Yeah.
All right, man. You all can get your dinosaur over here, and we could have him carry it out, to wherever you guys are parked at. You guys don't have to carry it by hand.
Our dino is sick.
Oh, I mean, actually,
We don't
I
want
could
to
just,
push him.
He's at home, sleeping.
I could just go. I could go get him from where we left him at. I'll just go get him and send him back. I think he'll know the
Oh.
way.
But okay, if you don't come back, it's okay, right? Because
Oh yeah, no, I'll wait.
this is-
No,
I'll
well,
wait.
maybe you and I will go. Maybe you and I will go
Okay.
get the dinosaur, and then I'll drive the dinosaur back, and then you can go back to talk to the captain about some stuff that you.
Oh, this
Sure.
is-
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Man, I like how honest you all are, how open you are with everything, your plans and everything.
Man.
It's really nice.
You didn't need to let me in on all the ins and outs, but I appreciate
Man, I
it.
appreciate it too, man. Just get a little personal too. I'm dealing with a recent, death in the family as well. If I'm
Hey,
just
is
being honest with
anybody
myself as well.
is anybody around besides Dino?
You're right.
Yeah,
Like
he's got dino hands. He's got
Okay.
ranch hands out there.
No, I was
He
just
was
gonna
like
say
a dude ranch for
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
we could just like send him inside. And I could just change right here. But anyway, okay, let's go. Me and Sinclair are gonna run off somewhere where I can change in private, and then come back.
When you say change, it sounds like it's gonna be like very intimate.
It will be.
It's a comically short amount of time though. I think that's
All
important.
right, yeah. Well, I mean,
wanna-
I give you guys a quick tour if you all want to see the place. And
Quite love to see the tech.
yeah. Come over here. Me and my
Let's
cousin,
go right
we
over.
were working on all this together for a while. For it passed, and oh, your dinosaur's already back. Whoa.
Oh, I guess it's not sick anymore. Good. Oh,
Oh man, I thought it was sleeping and sick and
very
good to see.
No,
over at a
it's just
boat.
resting.
And,
You don't want
hey, you
to
just had him right up
drive him
there,
too
man.
hard, like day before
Well,
the
I
race.
can do a quick vet check on him if you're all worried about him being sick and everything. Make sure he don't got no dino pox or anything.
We don't. It is very contagious. It's very, very bad.
Well, man, he probably shouldn't be racing then. He should probably be resting up.
No offense, Dian, but we race Dino how we want. We
No, man. I listen. I get it. I'm just looking out for the larger ecosystem of dinosaurs out here. I'd hate to have some sort of dino-pox contagion spreading through the race of all these beautiful
Dian,
animals.
if we have to kill every Dino on island to win the race, we will do it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dian, we love
Man,
no,
I really did not find that too funny. I mean,
I kiss on the
lips.
chops right now.
Wow.
You see, we love Dino. Is joke. Sorry, bad humor.
Is a joke.
Is joke.
no, I definitely don't get it. But
The joke is this.
what can I say, man? Y'all from out of town, you got weird things, but
In Volkovic, joke is you. This is what we say.
yeah, I've never heard that. Yeah, so
It's
born
because
raised on Cobras. Well, y'all have been interesting to talk to. I can't say that I've ever met people like you, and I've met a lot of people.
Norrington.
But yeah, good luck.
Yep.
And if you don't like any of the equipment, just feel free to bring it on back in one piece, and we'll get you a refund for it. Okay, before the race. No refunds after the race now.
That it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense. Yeah. Well, let's go try it out and let you know. I appreciate it.
Sinclair, did you want to show him your Dino also?
I don't think so. I changed my mind.
Okay. Because of a joke? Okay, I'm sorry. It was very poor taste.
Well, will you show us how to put this platform thing on?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I'll help you out with that. Yeah, just get this thing to buckle down. You get them. Just get them squat down real quick. Can you do that?
Goblins ate my baby. Squat down just a bit. Does he all understand? Does he understand?
I can understand like common spoken language over. I just can't talk back.
Sit.
And if it's something that's complicated, I probably don't understand what you're asking me to do.
Yeah, just like sit.
All right. Yeah. Hey, well trained so far. Now listen, I ain't going to touch your sick dinosaur because I don't want to get my dinosaur sick with your dinosaur's contagion. So I'm just
tell
going to
him I'm not sick because it serves no purpose at all for me to be sick in this lie.
He was just resting.
All right. Yeah, you're just gonna want to, and he spends the next 10 minutes showing you. You're gonna want to pull that strap a little tighter. Yeah, a little tighter than that. Yeah, big guy. Why don't you get over there and really pull it on there? Back 1, 2. Now it's gonna put a lot of pressure on its bladder. It might relieve itself. That's okay. That's perfectly normal. We're just gonna strap those in, and then Then you're going to put your saddle on, all right? And he helps you. Your next 10, 15 minutes gets you all situated up. You guys get up there. You strap into the litter on the back of this dinosaur. And Sinclair, you're up on the front. And you guys start to head up. Now, y'all be safe out there, and if you need any vitamins or any sort of medication for your dinosaur, any vaccinations or anything like that, health is the most important thing, more than winning.
Definitely.
Mine's pretty good though.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you take off.
Resisting the urge, like pew pew pew.
Is that how you ride dino?
Uh-huh.
I'm just imagining like standing on the back of his head with the frill or whatever.
Big ears.
To the limit, baby.
Yeah, you can definitely try to do that.
It's like a Harley with like the really tall handlebars that I can like almost see over the frill,
All right. Now that we're out in the fields, what does this montage look like? You guys just gonna start sprinting off?
Yeah. We gotta figure out his top speed. I want to try to practice going from the pilot seat to like the platform.
Okay.
So
it's a bonus action to unhook yourself. Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check to get from the driver's seat back onto the litter.
Oh, hell yeah. That's an 11.
That just make it on as he kind of hits the foot when Hadal's running. He kind of hits a little bit of a bump and you get jostled a little bit. And Miwo comes over and grabs onto you as you're about to fall off. But yeah, 10 is the limit on a straight, easy path to get from the driver's seat to the litter. Okay, now nobody's driving and Hadal's just going straight right now.
Yeah. So from the litter, I want to try to call out and see if Hadal can hear me as the dino. Like,
okay, make
do something, or
make an animal handling check.
Of course,
We still have to do
I
this.
love these. We heard this song for like 3 hours one night.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. You call out in kind of short, simple phrases, which really work. And you manage to get Hadal as he's running towards kind of like, you see in the distance, the fence line of Nuecraft. You get him to kind of veer off and turn to run alongside, horizontally with the, or
fence.
parallel, sorry, with the fence line.
Cool. Okay, so communication from further away requires an animal handling check to communicate correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
If you're up in the driver's seat, is that not the mechanic?
It's not the mechanic, yeah.
Because you're piloting, you're so locked in.
You got the bridle and the harness, so you can steer Hadal however you want. But if nobody's up there steering, you got to call out and do an animal handling check. Hadal, there's a large canyon, not large canyon, sorry, a ditch coming up, and kind of like a drainage ditch coming out of Nuecraft. But you're going straight towards it. Go ahead and roll an athletics check to cross it as a dinosaur.
And push it to the limit, dude. You're muted.
You're muted.
I got a 13. Let me look for that block. Here it is. Do I add my strength to that?
It's athletics, so it's gonna be your strength.
Then it's a 17.
Yo.
Okay.
Strong.
Everybody jumps over, and since Hadal clears it easily, athletically, and smoothly, you guys land, and it's just a little bit of a jostle, but not enough to kind of knock you guys off of your feet. So you guys just kind of keep running in a straight line, parallel with the fence line now. Up ahead are the tree line is starting to come into play, and you're starting to have to kind of weave in between these trees. Can you guys still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I can't see you, so I was just making sure you guys could. Go ahead. As Hadal's moving in between these trees, the litter is starting to rock back and forth. I just need everybody to make a this is going to be a dexterity saving, kind of hold on as he's weaving, rocking the litter back and forth.
Am I in the driver's seat, or am I over by the platform?
Connection lost. Now you're back.
Am I in the driver's seat?
No,
Or
you
am
still
I in
jumped
the-
out, and you're in the litter
Cool,
still.
cool. Great. Then everybody. Oh, nice. Everybody gets to add 3 to this save. Dex save.
All right, 16.
And that's a 26 for me.
Holy shit. Wow.
Okay. I got a 13.
Yeah, as he's rocking around, everybody gets kind of jostled a little bit, but Val and Miwo, you guys kind of are up there, kind of surfing on the back of this litter, holding on to the kind of the short railing off to the sides. Sinclair, you get jostled around a little bit. Go ahead and but you just get knocked down on your feet. It takes half of your movement to get back up, but you don't get knocked off or anything. Yeah.
Stand up.
Now you're going thick into the forest. You can't see what's up ahead, and
Thick
all of
into
a
the
sudden,
That's
a wall of like a cliff edge appears right in front of you, and you have less than 6 seconds to react. How do you guys react to just a big wall just appears out of the tree line, or in this forest?
magically appears?
Not magically appears. It's just so thick in this forest that you can't really see ahead of yourself too well, and then you kind of open up and you're going to run into this wall.
Oh fuck! Everyone, hold on! And I'll like put a hand on Hadal and cast
Run
spider
through
climb
it,
on
run
him.
with
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hold on tight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hadal, go
yeah.
ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
+3.
What am I attempting?
To jump?
To just
No,
not
you're just
crash
gonna-
straight into this wall, right? Like you're running through this tree line, or you're running through this forest, and
You're gonna
a small it clears up just enough for you to like see ahead of you through this brush that this like wall of rocks is in front of you, and you're gonna, if you keep running straight ahead, you're gonna run smash straight into this wall, and so you're quickly dodging and kind of almost running up onto the side of this wall.
Okay, it's a 17.
Is
Okay.
that a little mops down there? Whoa, eyes? What the heck?
Oh no, those are hair clips.
That's weird. I don't like that. that was an eye. How does the dog see? You
don't.
You don't. You just live with it. Poor guy.
What a sweet puppy. Yeah, you run up onto the side of the wall. Everybody holds on. You manage to kind of curve your back a little bit to keep the litter a little bit balanced. And with a 17, you're able to run up and kick off the wall and kind of now you're running parallel with this rock wall. You come back out into the opening of the fields. You get out of the forest again. You're dodging through the trees. Now you're out in this opening.
Some parkour.
Up ahead, you guys
We're not doing it.
like you guys see a
Guess
few
not.
boulders just sitting around, and it comes into your head to kind of try to take aim at these boulders. Why don't you guys try to roll attacks on the back of this dinosaur?
I get a range attack weapon?
If you would like to be able to, what is your spells?
I have spells.
I'm gonna stab one with my rapier as we run by.
I'm gonna try to maul it with my freaking.
Going full blown video game tutorial mode on this dino riding.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to peach cobble it.
Oh shit, dude.
Popper it. I mean.
I got a 14 to shoot it.
I got an 18. Does that hit a boulder?
Yeah. I'll say that, Val, you pull out the pistol and you shoot it. A chunk of rock comes up and flies towards you guys. And Miwo, you just smash it out of the sky as it coming up towards you guys with the 18. As you guys just zip right past it. You get back and that little drainage ditch is there again. Is Hidal in the room?
Hidal is not in the room. I could.
Yeah.
Hello, this is cool.
Hidal stumbles a little bit. I need all of you guys to make a dexterity saving throw to hold on as the dinosaur kind of stumbles as this rock blasts to the side.
+3.
Trips over the drainage ditch. This is just you guys holding on. Sinclair left.
Hell yes.
I get 15.
Is that plus his little aura, the +3?
Oh no, 15, that's 18 then.
25 over here.
Nice.
Wow, how are you doing this?
I got a 19 on the die, then +3, then plus Sinclair's 3.
That'll do it. Well, that'll do it.
Did he get kicked out because of being a guest on?
Oh, I don't know.
Does it happen after 3 hours?
Dangerous.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Did you get
Yeah,
kicked
this
off?
time you're ready. You guys see it coming. The dino kind of stumbles a little bit and lurches forward, but you guys all expertly kind of lean back as it the litter tries to lurch forward and toss you in front of the dinosaur. You all kind of lean back and take it, and Hidal picks himself up and keeps running. You guys feel pretty confident now that you have an idea of what to expect riding on this litter on a running dinosaur.
That was very convenient that the dino race course was just right there in the forest all along. Did you guys set that up? That's good. Thank you.
Is there anything you guys want to specifically practice on the back of this dino?
We talked about like maybe needing to practice like some kind of maneuvers that might come up, like maybe jumping over an obstacle or maybe I don't know what else we could practice because I thought I can attack somebody out here, but I don't know, whatever you think might come up that we would in some mechanical way or something benefit from practicing.
Can we practice putting the saddle on and off so it doesn't take so long? Just get that down to 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, you could do that. Sinclair could get on his dino and you could have a moving target.
Well, it'll target practice.
It takes 10 minutes, but I can do it. It takes 10 minutes, but I can do it.
Whatever.
Are we running out of
you think.
time on the polymorph?
I mean, I think it's an hour. I don't know. Can anybody think of anything that's worth practicing?
Definitely putting on and off the saddles and shit, because
Okay.
We're gonna have to learn how to do that pretty quick. We should do that probably with the rest of the time.
Okay.
If
Why don't
we
you
can-
guys roll a group check? This is going to be let's say sleight of hand. This is you guys. What do you guys think? What
Sure.
group check would this be? Just like deftness of trying to get this on and off quickly. I went in my head sleight of hand, but does that make sense to you guys?
That makes sense to me, I think.
Is there a better stat? Intelligence?
Animal
Intelligence
handling.
would not be better for me.
I think intelligence would also make sense as an option.
Okay, so why don't we
Straight
hey, how about this? Why don't each of you tell me in what way you're helping with this group check, and we'll determine the stat based on how you help.
Sure. Well, I'm acrobatics, so I'm on top helping
Okay.
get shit over, and placed
Yeah.
right.
So you're moving around up
top
on
of the
top,
thing?
getting things
Yeah, exactly.
off.
Could I make an argument for history, like remembering exactly how the guy did the saddle and like all the other times I've seen
Okay.
pit
Sure.
crews
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
Pay attention check.
You take more of
Yeah.
a supervisory role of like, you're
And
trying
then this
to
one,
give
and then that
orders
strap,
out
and
to
then he
people.
showed it on that one.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like that's an interesting use of history that I've never really heard. Sort of like a short-term memory. How well
Yeah,
do you
just-
remember him showing you how to do it the first
Mhm.
time?
I like that.
I like
And all the other times she's watched the run from just like
Sure. Do you want me to roll
dirty 20.
I would. What do you
a
think?
cooperation
I'm almost
check?
thinking like cooperate. Would it be persuasion, or would it be just charisma? Maybe just a straight charisma roll for cooperation.
Maybe so. If it is, I rolled a 10, so that would give me a total of 11. If you want to count this for yours, you roll 15.
Oh, okay.
I got a 24 acrobatics.
So we're all rolling whatever we want.
Whatever you can justify.
Whatever you can justify. You're strong, so
I'm gonna
Oh,
do
pull those
animal
stats.
handling. Animal handling, I feel, is appropriate here.
Absolutely.
Or do you think I'm athletically throwing this on and like?
that's what I had initially thought of. But it's your character,
That's just so far.
For your brute strength, I think that's fair.
I was intimidating the rest of the gang to really pay attention. And
Yeah.
To work harder. Yeah.
I think strength is perfectly fair. You're tightening the straps, with your brawn.
You're
As fast as you can.
you're catching the litter as it falls off the side so it doesn't break
Okay.
or anything like that.
He's throwing Sinclair onto
Okay,
the
sorry,
top in the first place.
Chris Pratt theme, but I don't know what litter is, and I was.
You're too afraid to ask?
I'm too afraid to ask.
It's like a pumpkin.
I'm just I don't remember the perpentine word, and so Colin also said litter, and if that makes sense to you guys, then that's what I was going to call it.
I looked it up. It is the same thing.
I was in my head. I was thinking of like
Wait a second.
I was thinking of a chariot, but a chariot's something that draws behind you on
Guys.
wheels, so that doesn't make sense.
This is not like a thing you put on a animal.
Sure, it is.
You put it on 4 humans,
Well, here it's carried by horses.
but 2 horses.
It's just not that common that these things are on animals because there's only one animal in like the known earth that can do this.
Which one?
It's the elephant.
The
It's not-
elephant.
Oh, here we go. Look at the fucking camel.
Probably put one on a
Now-
hippo.
Could try.
Well, there you have
You
it.
know what? Checkmate.
Now,
Checkmate.
okay. Now I looked up what's a platform you put on the back of an elephant, and it's called a howdah. HOWDAH.
Howda.
Howdah.
How that?
Howda doing?
Dude, this is just a bridge, you liar. It's the Howrah Railroad Station. Railroad. Oh. A Howdah. How'da doing? Oh.
Yeah, no. Fucked it up.
Fuck it up.
Did we get our time down?
Yep.
We should use some of the dinosaur time we have left to get all this gear closer to our home base. Or should we stash it near the? Where's the inspection?
Dude, we can sprint back to the ship right now.
Let's do it.
You have to put it back on.
Wait, you can go 60 feet per
50.
10 feet per second, right?
50.
50 feet per second.
Per 6 seconds.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
50.
Well,
Besides,
100 if you dash.
10.
so 50
Right.
letters. You go 8.33 feet per second. And how far do you think we are from the ship? Like a mile?
That's kind of fast.
Let me see. Yeah, it is. And then so 52.
Let's
It'd be
get this
60
stuff back to the ship, and then we can like carry it to the starting line tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's not fast, dude. You can go 10 and a half minutes per mile.
All right.
It's not that fast.
Okay.
You're not a fast dinosaur.
All right.
After all.
I think it's really more
Yes.
just to like, feet per second or whatever. It's wonky.
I thought you were gonna be like fucking some type of wild cat,
Cheetosaurus.
Cheetosaurus, or like
That's a howdah. So this is probably the closest thing I imagined
It
this
is.
setup to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More or less, right?
that's great. We can carry that.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything you guys get back to? Do you ride the dinosaur back to the ship?
It sounded like we were. It sounded like that's what Hadal wanted to do as the dinosaur.
Okay.
I don't know of what else. Let me find that list again. The other thing that I wanted to do this session was to check out Captain Scarletta's stash, and then I don't know if we're gonna have time, but go to the Lord's Dance tonight.
We could maybe get there.
Yeah. So why don't we? Okay, 1 second. I'll find you guys again. I have a bunch of tabs pulled up. Yeah, you guys get back to the Rising Sun. You take the howdah down. You put it in Val's workshop. Naughty's there to help carry and put it away. And as you guys are kind of getting settled down, and Hadal transforms back into himself, Captain Darktide greets you all. Good news, everyone. We have figured out how to get into the locked chest of the Crimson Tide. You won't believe it, but the more you try to open it, the harder the lock is to open. If you just try to unlock the lock, it comes right open. It's incredible. It's an anti-theft device. If you try to use lock picks on it, it is locked. You look at it, everything is locked about it, but it's very simple to open up. It just took us a while. And you won't believe what we found inside of it.
What was inside of it?
If you need like a new designated person for that kind of thing, she's just like gesturing at her like harness full of tools. Like,
well, we used the smell-blind dwarf who claimed he was an expert lockpick, but I don't believe he is. Inside, it's
Agathor. His name's Agathor.
I have trouble remembering people on the ship's name. We all know this.
Do you remember his specific disability?
I think there's only 2 named NPCs on the boat.
This is
Smell blind.
Now it is not. It's not the. It's not an immediate payoff. It is a slight mission, but I've never even seen one of these before, and we have uncovered a map
to an island just north of Mulahara that has a cove of holding in it.
What?
Oh wow.
It's a cove you
What?
can take with you, and you can store your ship in it.
What? Where do you? But
Oh,
where do
that's
you
pretty
put?
brilliant.
There's 2 buoys, right? This box is empty. It doesn't have the buoys in it, so the cove must be out there somewhere. We have a map that has an X on it, north of Mulahara. I will show you the map later. I don't have it with me right now. But just north of Mulahara, it seems as though the captain of the Crimson Tide has a cove of holding that could possibly hold the ship. You take the buoys with you, you put them in the box, you have your own cove. You can put your ship anywhere. You put the buoys out in the water, you separate them, you sail your boat right into the middle. It's like
It's like a boat of holding.
it's like
It's like a folding boat.
it's like a kind of like a folding boat, you know, but it's like a bag of holding, right? You can open it up, or one of those holes. You know, have you ever heard about people talking about those holes you just place on the ground and all of a sudden there's a hole and you can go inside the hole?
Like the hole in Volkovik?
Maybe. I've never been. I don't know.
No.
There
But
could already be a boat in the cove though.
Imagine a cove that you can place anywhere you want, where you can hide your boat. You go up to an island, you put the buoys out, you sail your boat right through the buoys, you take the buoys with you, you carry the boat with you.
But we have buoy here, and
No, we have a map that tells us where the buoys are. This is the problem. It's not immediate payoff, but
big payoff.
we know where Mulahara is, and if we follow this map, we can go get them.
this is good.
And we have no idea what's already in the cove. If this is a bug out,
There might be a
it's
ship
possibly
in there.
that there might be a ship in it already.
They could have jet skis.
You know, Captain, I don't know if you had a plan for what we do when we leave Cobus, and I don't know under what condition we'll be leaving, but
Get my
I was
fucking
thinking-
boat. That's what my plan is now.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
That's a good
that's
plan.
fine. I was going to suggest that we do go to Mulahara after this.
There's always work in Mulahara. We have to work with the Pirate King. Are
And
you
I was
okay
also
with
thinking
that?
that maybe on the way we could, carry some freight of some kind from if there's anything that we could carry from here to Mulahara, just to make the trip extra worth it.
It gives us a destination at least. We know how to get to Mulahara. Miwo, we have to go back to your other job. Essentially, you might be you won't really have much of a vacation. You'll be in the same place at all times. But Hadal will be closer to your home. We'll be able to sail part of the island. We'll be away from the kingdom, away from the Commonwealth. I don't know. It sounds like an easy ride.
And nothing has to happen between then and now.
No, we just have to find freight that we can take to Mulahara. And we have to give up our Koa. We have to figure out what we're doing with the end of this job. If we're running, Mulahara is a good place to run to.
Was there anything else in the vault?
In the vault, no, it was just a large chest. It has room for the 2 buoys in it. I mean, this chest, you can hold more than just the 2 buoys in it. It is not, I wouldn't say it's a chest of holding or anything, but it is extra dimensional in some way. It is slightly bigger. You could probably fit maybe 3 people inside of this thing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The chest is great, and inside of it was a map. There wasn't much else. I mean, there were some clothes, there was some gear, there was, everything that you might need, a little bit of food rations and everything. It's all kind of minor, but the chest is great. I mean, especially if you're smuggling things or people, you can put them inside this thing. You could lock them in there. They might not be able to breathe for too long, but you can definitely get them in and out of some place easily.
And inside, yeah, was this map. Again, I don't have the map on me. I apologize. I left it on the boat. We'll have to go look at it later. But in the corner of the map, Mulahara was right there, dotted line, right to an X, Cove of Holding. I've heard about these things. I can't believe that the Crimson Tide had this. I have no idea how they could afford something like this.
Where is Mulahara in? Was it close to another one of our points of interest on the greater map, either Nuecraft spots or?
I sent you the
spots?
map today before the game of the 10,000 islands, and if you look in the chat, Mulahara, yeah, Mulahara is in the red.
The 10,000 islands.
Look down in the bottom.
Yep.
Right corner. Mulahara is down there with that sword on that little island.
Oh, there it is in cursive. Mulahara.
Okay.
Here be Krakens.
And that's where Hadal was wanting to go, but we don't know that.
Wait, I have a.
Well, now we do.
What's up with the 10,000 islands? Why does it look like a little crisp? You know?
Is this like an approximation? We don't know if there are like channels through.
Yeah,
absolutely. Channels and islands. I mean, that's the goal. Is that there is some. It's not a detailed map. I think that there's no detailed map of the 10,000 islands. This is just a big approximation.
And what is it? LQ?
Alkahari.
Alkahari.
It's not spelled.
I didn't spell Alkahari right on there. I'll have to change that.
Or put an apostrophe or something in there somewhere.
A few of them, probably.
5 or 6.
Where is the island that JP gave Val a map to?
I have to make that map as well. So that was a problem. I was trying to figure out a map generator today. And so I have 2 maps that I owe you guys right now.
In counting, dude. With interest.
Yeah. I was trying to work on it. It was kind of took me a while. I was at work trying to do all this stuff. So.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah.
What about
this is great.
What about the refugees? They're probably more important than this.
I was doing a training all day on the computer, so I was listening to this training happening and doing this on the side.
I hope it wasn't CPR.
It was, yeah. A lot of people died, but hey, we got a good map out of it. We got one.
And you got your certification, so.
There you go. Yep, certified. So they won't die in the future.
Well, shall we go check out this Lord's Dance business?
The Lord's Dance.
I would like to have a conversation with Lono before we go, because I don't. If we think the benefactor might be Jobal, that sort of changes things.
Would you recognize Jobal?
I've never seen him, but I mean, maybe I've seen pictures.
Wait, haven't we seen Jobal? We would surely know Jobal.
No.
We've never.
I was trying to see him in Theed like the first or second game, and I kept getting the runaround. He was like unseeable for like just the regular people.
He was invisible.
Sorry. He was hidden behind a secretary.
One thing that I want to say about the Lord's Dance before we all go is there's going to be a lot of high-profile people here. And after what happened on the Queen Anne, I think it is a prime location for something bad to happen. Mm-hmm. I think we need to be ready for another attack, something to go wrong.
Yeah,
I think we think of this as just kind of a go in and have fun and maybe look around and see what we can learn. But I think we need to keep our head on a swivel and we need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice.
Yeah. Yeah. What would be the most advantageous day to do something like that. I mean, I would think it was when the most hoity-toity people was actually in town.
I don't imagine the first day would be. I mean, everybody's still arriving, so if you're going to make an attack on that, it would have to be. It probably wouldn't be the first day, but I don't know. I don't know who would want to attack this. I don't know. All sides will be there.
Yeah. Right.
Even if the benefactor is Jubal, I won't risk being unarmed. If you want to put weapons in this neat little bag I've just got, I don't know if they'd make us check that at the door.
They might want to know what you're having in, but I cannot imagine that everybody's going to go in unarmed. I imagine that there is some way to get things in. Right? I mean, if you were some of the most powerful people in the world, are you just going to go in without a sword on you, without any sort of protection?
Right.
We're lucky that we have magic users in the group. We have Miwo, who doesn't need magic.
What? I do magic. Not only in the kitchen. Or the bedroom.
He's a very good cook.
Well, we can see if they're making people check weapons at the door, and if they are, store them in the bag till we need them.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think even if we cannot figure out a way to get weapons in the first time, maybe that's what we look for the next time. The next time we go in with weapons. This first time, at least we need to know where the exit is.
I'm not going in there unarmed. I don't trust these people to keep the peace.
I don't trust them to keep the peace either. I do trust them to make war, to fight, to think about themselves. And if something were to happen, I would imagine that they all have a way out. So I want to make sure that we also have a way out. Anyway, this is just my thought. This is what I've been thinking of. I just don't want us to walk into another Queen Anne situation.
Right. Unless Waka Otamu shows up.
I imagine he will be there.
What, really? Listen, we've got... Do we need a plan? If the benefactor is Joe Ball, that's one situation. And if he's not Joe Ball, I feel like that's a completely different situation.
I say day one, find an exit and find a way to get in the weapons.
We'll only know the benefactor by going to that, I don't know, what was the room called?
Throne room.
Throne room. We'll only know it by going there and being like, hey, we are who we are, and we're looking for someone here. So if we're doing that, then we'll do it, and then we'll know. But that's the only way to know.
Unless we could snoop and find out.
But how do we snoop? How do we,
We don't know much without going in, but what if there's a way to look inside the throne room without somebody knowing? I mean, this place has got to have nooks and crannies. It has to have, I don't know, some way to get around in this place without everybody looking at you the whole time.
Well,
for me, there is always rule number one. Rule number one says there is always a way in. Sometimes that means walking in the front door, but who knows? Maybe there's another door.
I mean, I could go in, as like a housefly, and I could go and maybe check out the throne room. But unless the throne room has only a single person in it, without some sort of interaction, it may not really tell us, who the benefactor is.
If there's a couple people in the throne room, just say, K, right? We're looking for K? No. K's the other guy.
all we've got is the benefactor.
K is the person who hired the grooms and died.
Not the person that hired us.
That one's
So,
cool.
so like,
I think we had.
are you the guy?
Yeah, I think we do have to go in and talk to him because if it is Jobal, what are his intentions? Like, what is he doing with Koa? I don't know. You're just gonna hand them over like a real Koa, no matter what Jobal wants from him. I don't think Lona will take too kindly to that.
I say we go, and then we'll figure that out later.
Is there a
Yeah.
world where Jobal gets Koa and Lono?
I mean, it's got to be
there
the
a-
whole. That's got to be the whole ploy, though, right? It's to get Lano anyway.
Well, we potentially have something else that he wants that he didn't ask for, that he doesn't know we have.
If it's him.
If it's him and if his intentions are good.
And if it actually is the Joe Bowl and not someone else trying to do some slippery shit. Look, I talked to Boots P.I for a good 20 minutes today, so my head's kind of spinning about all sorts of things. But
Oh yeah, could we do a download of what the illustrious?
All right, let's get ready for the Lord's dance and catch each other up on what happened.
Getting dressed montage. Go.
Push it to the limit.
Actually, taking a shower.
Yeah, you guys want to end it there on our way to the Lord's dance?
yeah, and then next week we
Sure.
can, or next time we can all know what we're wearing to the Lord's dance.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love how much emphasis you have on that. Who's the Lord, by the way?
I think it's
We are.
I think it's the
Lords.
like the lords, like
Oh
many
yes,
lords.
it's LORDS apostrophe.
Apostrophe, yeah.
Lords is the Lords is
Fancy
dance.
Lord.
Error on English's part.
Huge error.
Has
Do-
it been
do
a
you mean-
problem?
Right now, it's a huge problem.
Is it?
Yeah. We don't know if it's the dance or if it's the Lord's dance.
I think we know.
Say Lord's dance?
Mm-mm.
No. Lord's dance and Lord's dance. Which one did I say?
Mhm.
Could I ask Lono before we end? Just like I want to know
Lono knows.
if Jobal knows where Lono is. Like, Lono, does your dad know where you are?
I don't think he understands where I am right now in this time and space in this location right here. But I can say that my father has eyes and ears everywhere. I think that, I may have found peace, but maybe it was just ignorance that I found. Maybe I just chose to put my head in the sand, not looking at the world around me. But my father isn't one to just ignore something, to ignore a piece on the board, I imagine that he had some way of checking in on me. The fact that he wanted Koa immediately after I went missing, that tells me something right there.
Is
Well,
he
did he know-
saying that he knows that he wanted Koa?
Lono,
Uh-huh.
Lono knows that his dad is.
if my father is the one who hired you all through all these different means, right? If we're assuming that it is him, all right?
Gotcha.
The fact that he's looking for Koa immediately after, right? Like, you guys got this job before Koa even got into town, essentially. That's pretty quick.
But why not
So-
look for you?
Because they assumed I was already missing. I was already on the Crimson Tide coming down, getting on the judgment, supposedly going to the kingdom.
Go.
I went missing from the community. I get put on the Crimson Tide. Koa sees this, starts chasing the boat down the shoreline.
Koa ends up in Theed. There's already a bounty on his head. You guys are the bounty hunters. Capture him. Then you all decide to come and look for me. That was a side mission you decided to do, right? You weren't hired to come find me, were you?
No.
Mm-mm.
You were hired to find Koa.
Yep.
So somebody knows about Koa and me. And if this is connected to me, unless Koa has some sort of deep, dark secret, some skeleton in his closet that I don't know about, right?
Well, now this is a bit of a darker implication. If your father knew what happened to you and he wasn't looking for you.
Maybe. I guess we don't know what happened. Why didn't he come looking for me? Why didn't he go to war on, on the kingdom? I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't kill anybody for me. I don't want him to. That's what I'm getting away from. All of that. But why did he want Koa? That's what scares me.
Well, no, if there's an off chance that your father doesn't know where you are, would you mind giving up a story maybe we could bring to him? I could record a little message, some kind of proof that we've got you.
I'd only do that if it meant that Koa could go free. It's the only reason I would do that. I'd like to be free of it all, but it ain't. There's no freedom if Koa is taken and is being used for some sort of pawn in this larger game. There's no freedom without Koa for me. So I'll do that. I'll put myself out there if it means that Koa can be free too. Even if I have to turn myself in, if Koa can walk away, sure. But if there's a way to get us both out of here, I don't know. I feel like you'd just be running for the rest of your lives if you tried to do that.
Is it possible you might be safest together with your father? No, you don't want to go back to that life, but I can't think of anyone more powerful to be protecting you.
Protecting, using me. I don't know. I don't see much of a difference between the two anymore. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm with Koa, that's my choice. That's what I want. Wherever Koa goes, I'll go.
No.
Could I have recorded like on Zenith? I can record a
Yeah.
6-second long message of him saying like where Koa goes, I'll go, like in his
Okay.
voice.
Yeah.
Wait, you did that on the sly?
Maybe.
Ooh, do a sleight of hand check.
Sly of hand.
Sly.
Sly of hand.
That is 18 plus 6.
There you go.
Just a little beep.
Honestly, I mean, I'd love for y'all to just run and just drop us off on a big old island that nobody knows about, and we just run into the woods, and you all just forget about us.
Oh, man, for all eternity.
Oh. Yeah.
But I don't want to put y'all at risk either. So you do what you got to do, and I'll stick with Koa. Just keep him safe.
Well, we'll find out who it is and what he wants, and then come up with a plan. I think we do have to directly treat with this person.
Yeah. Well, if it is my
Right.
father, he's not a damn fool, and I can't imagine he'd want to hurt Koa in any way. So there's a bright side to that.
He
I'm
might
sorry
want to
y'all
hurt.
are involved in this. I was hoping to
run away from this all and, I don't know, not bother anybody with my past, but it seems as though it's poison in the water and it affects us all.
Well, we'll see. If there's a way, maybe we could turn someone in that looks like Koa and then get him out of there without being implicated. That seems like the plan B. Like, I don't think, if it looks like not a safe situation, I wouldn't hand over the real Koa.
Just keep Koa safe, and I'll go with him. Sorry y'all are involved in this, but I hope whatever you get paid, it's handsome. Anyway, I'm gonna put on some nice clothes just in case, but do you guys want us to go to this Lord's dance with you?
Maybe not tonight.
All right. One more night. Just play it day by day, right?
Start brushing up on your sirs and madams.
Oh, getting into all the bows and salutes and all the formalities.
All the fucking curtsies.
Man. How anybody ever thought it was proper or kind or appropriate to do any of this stupidity is beyond me.
Mm.
Man, where I come
Very
from,
good.
just sitting around a fire looking at each other in the eyes, how you speak to somebody. What do I know, right?
Tonight, we dance.
All right.
Okay, we'll think about it.
Think about it, and we'll pick it up from there.
You guys think it's Joe Ball?
The captain was pretty sure.
And the captain is the DM. I get that part, but
What was the captain basing that on?
That, like, who else is powerful enough to contract the Pirate King to do something?
Yeah.
Someone that we don't even know about because they're in the shadows.
I just don't think it makes any sense to be Jabal, because why would Jabal put a bounty on Koa to control his son, who he didn't have? Like why wouldn't he just try to get his son directly?
Because he already knew that
Unless
they
he
were
had-
in love.
Yeah, but why have Koa?
Because if he's got Koa, Koa's life in the balance, Lona will do anything.
But like, if somebody else had Lono, what good does it do Jabal to have Koa?
Because
When he could've
Jabal
gone
could
straight for the
directly
source.
control Lono by having Koa.
Right,
But
why,
like, how?
why was
Like,
Joe Ball? I mean, why?
unless he had both.
Yeah.
It was
I-
either like I was wondering if Jobal knew where Lono was, because like if Lono is missing and Jobal has no idea, then like the second best thing he can do is get Koa.
Right.
But if he does know where Lono is, then it's kind of sketch that he only wants Koa.
Right. Are you guys trying to read
Also though,
Jacob's face right now?
also though, the bounty on Koa was dead or alive, if I'm not mistaken.
That could have been
That's true.
that could have been a human error.
Or is
No,
that like
it was they have clerics that could revive. So if you had to kill him and bring him in, they could revive him. Essentially saying, like, do what you got to. We have the power to take him however.
Wait, did they? Who wanted Lono to marry the princess?
He
His
was
family?
arranged. Yeah, it was arranged by Jabal when Jabal was still a part of the kingdom.
Also though, the bounty was put on Koa when Koa was closest to Feed. It would be really weird that Joe Ball would want us to get Koa and take him to Kobus instead of Theed, which is actually Joe Ball's like stronghold.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That'd be very.
There's a lot about this. This is.
So I feel like it makes sense that he either was trying to have both of them at the same time, that he was K and also hired us to get Koa, or he's neither. Because trying to get Koa instead of just trying to get Lono doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
Maybe it's a timetable thing, like he needs to have him secured for a certain thing here to exchange.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced it's Joe Ball. Anyway.
I think I'm gonna go on the wiki tonight, the Campaign wiki, and just read the spoilers. I don't want to wait until next
You
week.
might have to write the wiki and then read it.
Yeah.
Or the subreddit, whatever.
Hmm.
It's all the same.
We'll see what the fans putting out there.
Fan theories are wild.
The fan theory.
Fan theory? They
I
said
think if
that
it's
Joe Ball is Lono in the future, and then they tank. He's trying to send a message to him. But
gotta
Cole
get my
is
man back.
speaks and fucking wild.
I think if it's not Joe Ball, for sure, we can like plan the fake handoff where we like give Sinclair disguised as Koa and then like make it look like we had nothing to do with.
Wait, don't we always want to do a fake Koa?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it is, I don't like if it is Joe Ball and he does want Koa to protect him and also Lono, then we can give the real guys. I don't know what world that is true.
Why don't we just kill them all, huh?
I was thinking about that.
Flame that whole place. We don't have anything to answer for.
Mm-hmm.
And then hide in our cove holding.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding, guys.
Just this whole campaign becomes us being on the run and having reneged on the deal.
Yeah.
That seems like it's what's going to happen.
That doesn't sound that bad of a campaign to me, if I'm being honest.
Especially if you're
Just
just
outlaws.
1,000 islands.
It means we got a big ship battle every, couple
Every
months.
time we open the cove, it's like
Ooh, just close it back.
All right, gang.
Yeah, okie dokie.
Good sesh.
good stuff. Good
Lord
trinkets.
dance. Here we come. Do a little dancing with some lords and maybe some ladies.
Or one lord.
Maybe just the one lord. We'll find out where the apostrophe's at in the next section.
Yeah.
Come up with more money-making schemes that we can get out of these drunk tourists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. I love that you're scheming.
I like that.
All right.
Yeah, if you're gonna get anybody to bet on Goblins Ate My Baby, it's gonna be at the Lord's Dance where they're making the high rollers are. You know what I mean? It's big deals. Really sell it.
Good.
And then is tomorrow the first day of the Golden Run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta
Excellent.
be there at 10.
Wow.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And by the way,
Night.
smell blind is anosmia. Smell blind is anosmia.
Oh,
Dozens of people are affected by it. It's
Snapple
huge.
fact of the
Hundreds
day.
of dozens are affected by this every.
All right, night gang.
this whole campaign is for smell blind awareness.
That's what
enough
it's right.
awareness.
Charities
Grayson,
that
yep.
we do. Yeah.
All of our donations that we're getting.
All of our donations go to this.
Small Blind Awareness Foundation. Good night.
Bye.
Night.
So.